Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL, realfathersrights.com/710, or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights, the Father's Rights Attorneys.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing kit. Because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shield Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 void in Mississippi.
It's football season, and Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for all the action on the gridiron. With a game-changing rewards program, plus an amazing selection of tickets, Vivid Seats ensures that every fan can catch their favorite teams and players in action. Vivid Seats has you covered with deals that cater to every football enthusiast. And all tickets come back by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Just visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
I think you can say it on the radio. I don't know.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
17 minutes after 3 o'clock. Here we go. It's a live imaging Tuesday. Sedano Kap.
Come on, Beto.
Oh, you're just
Sedano Kap is on. Your Tuesday afternoon. Sitting in, because we did the morning show today, it is Bergman and Beto.
That's right.
Taking you to 6 o'clock. First pitch for Dodgers-Padres Game 3. It is a real Dodgers Talk Playoff Tuesday. Producer Lindsay's here. Producer D, who was saying some stuff about Greg.
I know I heard, but will not say it on the air.
Leave him alone, man. Leave him alone.
He does
Just
not.
saying, I
he
mean,
does
you know.
not want to go anywhere near it, do you?
No, I sure don't. DeAndre, no. I hung out with DeAndre this weekend.
What'd you guys do?
I was the MC for the Long Beach Marathon.
I saw that.
And DeAndre's lady friend ran the half marathon.
He made a sign. I saw that.
Did. We told him we convinced him to make a sign, and he was like, "Oh, I'll just meet her at the finish line." I was like, "No, you have to be there the whole weekend. You have to do the whole thing." So had dinner with them on Saturday night. DeAndre
Did you pay?
paid. DeAndre paid.
DeAndre
paid for everybody?
Yes,
you made
sir.
DeAndre pay?
Wow.
No, he
didn't make me pay. I offered.
He offered because DeAndre.
When's the last time you bought me anything?
Well,
I mean, we don't.
Well, I've taken DeAndre under my wing and shown the way.
Well,
And I saw him.
What way exactly?
Of how to be a professional, much the way you show us and around here when you go wine and dine somebody. Like, hey, you take care of how to order meals. You know, I've had some nice meals with the maid,
Sure.
right? So I've been teaching DeAndre this, and I was like, hey, here you go. The bill came, DeAndre got it, and I'm like, I've always told him, pay it forward. But for the young kids.
And don't call Greg bad names in the bullpen.
Yeah, what is that all about? So how did that? I just want the context. You, have to say,
I
you don't
tried
actually have to
to
say what happened.
I
What was
tried
the
to distract
context?
DeAndre.
The word
Yeah,
itself, you did try it. But I'm going to go right back
so
to
DeAndre
it
got
because
the
I'm not
check,
ready to get
right?
off
See,
of this yet.
I'm what's called a bit master, so I flew it right back.
I know. So the check showed up. DeAndre had already paid.
You got some points from your lady, though, because of that, right?
Of course, yeah.
She said afterwards, she was like, that was really nice of you.
Yeah, she's like, wow, you paid.
And then
Keep going. That way they don't ask
and
you.
it
why
landed
you
in your
names.
favor afterwards, I'm sure.
Why are you calling Greg names?
Yeah, seriously. See, you brought it back this time. Okay, let's get back to this. What was the context? You don't say the word. What was the context? Why did you go into it?
There's no context. Nothing.
It was just random. You just threw that out there like.
Why are
it was
you sounding
nothing?
like Funches right now?
Hey, listen, man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So here's what's going to happen today.
Awkwardness.
Eventually,
Yes,
we're going to
very
tell you
much
what DeAndre said. And then at 6 o'clock, Marcus Grant and Andy Kamenetsky will be in here as Dodgers-Padres goes down. And here's the thing. Think of it as a second screen tonight, like a Manning cast, because you can call in and react to the game as it's going on. You could also get in that YouTube chat and comment on the game as it's going on and watch the guys on YouTube while you're watching the game. So that'll be until 8 o'clock. And then 8 o'clock, we'll just pot up the game and knock yourself out. Anyway.
And Beto, we were talking about it before the show. Speaking of calls, you can call into it. You can call in now here, too, right, Beto?
All right, we're going to bang phones?
Yep. We're going to bang the phone. So here's what I wanted to do. So
Wait a minute. We're not going to bang the phones by any stretch of the imagination.
We're going to take calls, but it has to be the right way.
Yeah, banging the calls and taking calls are two different things.
All right, whatever. Go ahead,
banging the phones is just like you put on anyone for any reason.
Kind of, yeah, because
there's
Dodger fans are delusional right now. We want that. We want to hear it. What'd you say?
I wasn't part of your show prep meetings. I've been half asleep.
No.
So just go ahead. We did
said
mornings today.
Doom and something or
hope and fear.
Hope and fear. That's what the Dodger fans are right now. There's a lot of them have hope. A lot of them have fear, and there's no in between right now. There's no middle ground with the Dodger fans. So
Is it weird that I don't have that right now? I feel very good about tonight.
Yeah, that's not your nature.
That is it is not my nature. I'm usually
really
the negative guy, but for the last month, I have been extremely positive about the Dodgers. But go ahead and tell us, who's going to call in?
Okay,
Why are they going to call in?
What I wanted to do was take the calls, and I'm just like you, Greg. I don't like calls. That's why Sports Graffiti, I'm not a fan of it because it's just like, hey guys, randomness. Great segment though. But today, because the Dodger fans are so worried, and you can feel the angst in their tweets, in their social media of like what's going on. Like, you know what? I want to get some of the phone calls today, only good ones later on, because there's some Dodger fans that I know, a lot of my friends, worked half a day and are going down to San Diego. So remember how the Padres did the whole, you have to be in our area to buy tickets? Well, those gutted little Padre fans realize, you know what? Capitalism is good. They're selling their tickets on the resale market right now.
The secondary market does exist.
Yes. $285 can get you in right now for a cheap seat up on top for one ticket. So I think the Padre fans realize, you know what? Let's make some money, and you're going to be a good amount of Dodger fans tonight.
So I'm so tired of your boy Graham. Graham from the social media team.
What, because Phillies jersey?
Yesterday he walks in with a Minnesota Golden Gophers t-shirt. He should have been fired for that.
Well, that's because he wanted to just annoy you.
I know. Now he's walking in with a Bryce Harper throwback Phillies jersey.
He's a Phillies
fan.
I don't care. He shouldn't be allowed to wear this stuff.
No, but his dad
the
is
same thing
Philly.
that DeAndre does.
Well,
DeAndre just wears whatever he feels like at any
DeAndre's
time.
never been there.
That's fine. Yeah.
Graham's dad is from Philly. His sister goes to Drexel in Philly. He's been to Philly a bunch of times. He's like a legit. DeAndre is just like, oh, I like green. Okay, let me wear green.
No.
He's not actually an Eagles fan. He just wears the green because he likes the green.
Nah, I'll take that one. I'm actually an Eagles fan, but the rest of the stuff I wear, I just like the colorways.
I'll give DeAndre this though. He texted me on Sunday. He's watching the Dodger game. He doesn't even like baseball. He watches the Blue Review though.
Yeah.
But that he was watching the Dodger game. He sent me a picture.
That's right.
No,
He's locked in, man. It's playoffs. Locked in.
Never text me on the weekend.
Oh, see, look what you did. All right, look what I did.
Yeah, there you go.
That just sent me up today, huh?
Very, very much
I would
so.
like to
I'd
hear,
like a picture from you over the weekend.
I got you. Don't worry about that.
Go ahead,
All right,
Beto.
so people call in.
I would like to hear from Dodger fans that are going to the game or going to be in the San Diego area, or those Dodger fans that live in San Diego, because there's a lot of them.
Yep.
Maybe later on in the show. We'll see how it
It
goes.
doesn't need to be later on. Let's unlock the phones. 877-710
Go right
ESPN.
to it. Go right to it.
877-710 ESPN. Call in. Tell us if you're headed down to San Diego. Tell us how you feel. We're not going to bang phones, as Lindsay said, but we'll take quality phones.
Quality calls. And also, you know what else we're going to do, Chris? We are actually going to take a guest, too. At 5:15, we have a guest as well.
Who is it?
Mario Soto, a sports psychologist, works with a lot of professional athletes and a lot of professional baseball players. And the reason we're going to bring him on, one, he's a friend of mine, lives in Orange County, but he's really, really good about this. Mookie Betts is struggling. And a lot of people are talking about Mookie Betts, the psychological part. So there was a story today in The Athletic about how Mookie met with a sports psychologist yesterday after the Dodgers batting practice. So we want to get into, instead of us just going, oh, what's going on in his head, let's get somebody who actually deals with these athletes, somebody who actually knows what the athletes are going through, and figure out what is going on in the mind of Mookie and also the Dodger players in the playoffs.
I still want to know, like, if he took 300 to 400 batting practice against the velo machine yesterday because he really wants to get into it, obviously. Is that a good idea? I want to ask Mario Soto a little bit about that because that kind of seems like he's totally in his head at this point, and that's the last place that you want to be. If you're going out there and you're taking all these hacks over and over and over again to try and get yourself back into it, that means you're pressing.
That's like the line in Bull Durham. Don't think it can only hurt the team. Like,
yeah.
That's Mookie Betts right now. But then again, you go and you look at the numbers from Mookie the last couple of years, it's always going to look bad, right? A-Rod hit in the playoffs, they'd always bring up how bad his numbers were.
They were terrible for most of his career.
It's also because A-Rod played a lot of playoff games.
Yeah.
Like Derek Jeter did not have the most amazing numbers in the playoffs, but when you needed him to be clutch, he made the clutch play. That's what Mookie Betts needs to do tonight, make the clutch play for the Dodgers, because Ohtani hit the homer the other day, and then Mookie Betts, he got walked 3 times, right?
He got walked 3 times in the first game, and in the second game, his first at-bat would have tied the game at 1 with a solo home run, and it just got stolen by Jurickson Profar. That would have changed his entire narrative for this season if that would have dropped. Obviously, it didn't, so it got into his head then.
And he even brought that up. He's like, it's still an out, right? Like
right,
his tone was, it's still an out. Like, okay, there's no consolation for this.
So that's now you're even further into your head at this point. That's like, oh, God, anything I do is going to get caught or it's not going to work out. Then he popped up, I think, 3 times in a row after that. So it's completely in his head. I'm not as hard on Mookie Betts as most of people out there, especially not Mace. They look at all these long-term stats, but they don't go a little bit earlier than that. If you actually go if you go to the 2021 season, Game 5 of the NLCS against the Braves is when this whole thing started. He's like 0 for 39 or 3 for 39 or something along those lines since then. But the 4 games before that, he was batting like 450 coming into that. So he can do it. He has been good in the past. And the 2020 World Series, they don't win the World Series without him, his base running, making diving plays in the outfield, and doing what he does. So as long as he can get back to that, I feel much, much better about it.
The problem with Mookie Betts is not what's going on in the playoffs, is he's been struggling since September. He's been scuffling since the end of August, right into September, and that carried on into the playoffs, and he's doing too much because I'm the guy who, if I hadn't broken my hand, would probably be an MVP candidate with Shohei. We'd be splitting some votes right now. And you need to have Mookie Betts show up for him. But also, this Dodger game is not going to come down to what Mookie Betts is going to do tonight. It's, does Miguel Rojas get on base?
Yep.
Do the 8-9 batters get on base? Because if you have the 8-9 batters on base, that means Ohtani has somebody to knock in. If it's just Ohtani by himself, if you're the Padres, go after him, give up a solo homer, oh well. It's when you're Ohtani getting 2-3 RBIs, that's the issue, and you got to have the bottom of the lineup producing.
See, I totally agree with that. When it comes, you need Tommy Edman. If it's Kike Hernandez who comes in later, or if it's Miguel Rojas, or even Will Smith, Max Muncy, whoever happens to be at that bottom of the lineup, they need to get on base. They did it in Game 1. I think they got on base 4 out of 8 times or something along those lines, and that led to having Shohei Ohtani with options. So let's get into a little bit of that coming up next. I want to get into what the bottom of the lineup has to do and what Walker Buehler has to do and the Dodgers have to do against Michael King. So do a little bit of that.
It is a live imaging Tuesday right here, Sedano Kap. Bergman and Beto sitting in as we get you ready for Dodgers-Padres Game 3 tonight. And producer Lindsay, producer D are here as well. 877-710-ESPN. We'll take your calls. We'll have fun and frivolity, and we'll get you ready for the Dodgers. Will Dave Roberts be able to pull it out? Or will that stinking bum do it again? That's next on 710.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
He and his team have been dealing with insurance companies for so many years. It's all they do. They've got the experience. They've got the industry know-how that you need on your side. Now, some of these folks used to work for insurance companies before they joined Avner's team, and Avner Gadd himself has 20 years of experience in this industry. Avner Gatt has one of the largest teams of professional, licensed public adjusters in California. And yes, the size is important. Avner has a unique winning recipe for handling homeowners' insurance claims. No one, and I mean no one, messes around with Avner Gatt and his team. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, 818-917-5256, or visit AvnerGatt.com. That's AVNERGAT, AvnerGatt.com. You call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256. Avner takes the call himself. Hello!
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Sedano Kap 331 on a Live Imaging Tuesday. Bergman and Beto sitting in as we get you ready for Dodgers baseball tonight with real Dodgers talk. Today is National Salmon Day. Cappy had salmon last night, of course.
What was with the chimichurri? Why
I don't know.
Much? That's a weird...
I'll tell you in a moment. On this day in 1999, the number one UK song, Eiffel 65, blew. Da ba dee, da ba do, as somebody once said. So we went to Kraft last night for
Good
dinner.
spot. Good spot.
So I didn't really want to eat tons of carbs, but I did have a couple martinis. They're making great martinis at the bar at Kraft. And,
Kraft's really good. I love their chicken breast.
So, again, an odd thing at a barbecue, but chicken breast is better than salmon.
Sure.
So Cappy, who ordered salmon a week ago when we went to the Palm instead of a steak, of course gets the salmon. He asked for extra chimichurri sauce. It was like a 5-inch piece of meat or salmon. It's dripping in chimichurri sauce. And he's just in heaven. And I'm like, okay, bro, whatever you got. I mean, I got the pastrami and a baked potato, but whatever you want to do.
You got pastrami? I guess pastrami at a barbecue place is pretty good. But why all the chimichurri? What, did he just douse it on it?
No, it was swimming in it.
That's a lot of chimichurri.
Although he mounted me again today.
He was all excited this
morning.
This morning was pretty good.
And he's got Clinton Yates staying at his house tonight, so he's really excited.
I saw him in the parking lot when I pulled up. They were leaving all happy. The three pieces of luggage and the hugs and everything. The pencil in the ear. Oh, yeah. Ready to go.
Oh, he loves the pencil in the ear.
Yeah, he's like, I'll be around. Like,
they took the big Cappy Cast thing with them.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. So it's not in there anymore. In Studio B, it's not there anymore.
Well, Cappy is rumoring that they're going to do a live broadcast. Like, we remember the time we went to what was that bar? Danny K's. Wasn't it Danny K's in Orange?
Orange, yeah.
Yeah, and we plugged
into
the
dart. That's where you guys did the show from?
We plugged into the dartboard.
And it worked?
Yeah, it did work. So apparently
fine.
Cappy and Clinton are going to plug in to a sports bar dartboard tomorrow in San Diego. DeAndre and Lindsay, get ready if that doesn't work. Yeah. No, and he said
your show tomorrow. That's all you.
He said Bubs.
He said they're close enough to Cappy's house that if it fails, he could just go back home. But they're like, he's like, this is my buddy Clinton. My buddy.
So they're going to be close to his house.
My buddy.
Which means they're not really in San Diego. They're going to be in that bougie area.
Well, no, I think he's going to get there early enough to where...
He's not going to be a gas lamp.
No, but gas lamp is probably, 45 minutes from Cappy's house?
Yeah, it's too far.
Yeah.
So I hope they get there way before their show.
They probably will.
I hope so. But Cappy,
That's what's in.
Did you hear Cappy
serious.
this morning?
If he was going to do the show on our airwaves from a bar at Gaslamp, that'd be a terrible idea.
Well, he's doing it. So
No, you just said he's not going to be at Gaslamp.
I don't know if it's Gaslamp, but he's going to a sports bar somewhere in that area.
Someone there will unplug something, don't you think?
If he's close enough, hopefully that they don't.
So it was beautiful what you guys did this morning, having the morning show. And, Cappy was in rare form because I was telling Lindsay and Greg.
Those guys are better when they're fresh in the morning.
They were so good that I had to change the station a couple of times as I'm taking my daughter to school with all the innuendo or lack thereof.
What innuendo, though?
Oh, I don't
Lindsay
know.
mentioned that to
You're
me.
not the only person who said that.
Segment.
Yeah.
It was the very first
You mean when
segment.
Sedano was talking about his kid calling him his thing, his penis?
Or about, hey, do you want to be on top or bottom? How about that section?
That might have been me.
That was probably you. And also, he started off the show talking about San Diego, the whale's vagina. So he went right into it right off the top.
Wait, before they even have the greens, before you even have the coffee.
Yeah.
And then, me, lurking, I get into the Cappy cast because I want to hear the switch from Cappy to being LA Cap. Like, hey, they're a good team. To, oh, yeah. Let me tell you about the Padres. Oh, he switched it
He was
good.
doing it on
well.
he was doing it in the morning.
Yeah,
he
but
was trying to do it in a sly way to make it seem like he wasn't being a Padres fan.
Oh, yeah.
We called him out. We caught him on it. And that's when Sedano started doing his little rooster thing.
Did you see the rooster dance?
That was good.
Oh, there's the I Miss Quack Quack from this morning. So I worked in I Miss Quack Quack for our friend Evan Cohen, along with the WNBC jingle.
Got that.
That's good work.
I still got called pig vomit somehow.
He did.
That got mixed in.
It was beautiful work. And it was I even told Cappy when I saw him in the parking lot, like, hey, man, the guys on your show, wow. Those guys.
You talking about those San Diego lightweights? Or you talking about us?
Those guys, the Cappy cast.
The lightweights?
Oh, my goodness. I know we become like fans in the station at times, but, you're playing along. Those dudes are like delusional fanboys. Oh, my God. Okay, this is cute. This is cute.
That's what's in.
Yeah. I hate that so much.
Cappy swears that if those guys got alone with me, that they'd like shank me for the things I say about them.
At least from Oxnard or
Hey, at least they're
Ventura or
listening.
whatever.
So, that's good.
They ain't doing a damn thing.
All right, so let's talk about tonight. So it's
Yes.
Walker Buehler, Michael King. So let's start it off this way. Who do you think has the better game between the two of them?
All right, Michael King doesn't scare me. I know he did well against the Braves. The Braves were also swinging some pitches they shouldn't be going after. The Braves were a team that were just like, they were limping in there, right? They still had something, but they just didn't seem right. And King, when you're on, you're on fire. But it doesn't feel like Michael King is like, okay, this is done. It's over. We're losing. Let's move on. Let's just save some arms for the next day. King can definitely get after him. Buehler is the pitcher that is looking different. Now, I know you want to go and say Walker Buehler is, forget what he was before. He'll never be that guy again. Walker Buehler in April, May, June, July was working his way back into pitching shape, working his way back from the second Tommy John, which is extremely painful. I just had shoulder surgery 2 weeks ago, and I'm so sore right now.
You keep going to your arm. Being like,
it's
just
sore.
being like,
Yeah, well, I had a therapy today, so I'm just sore.
Gotcha.
So I got out of the sling. Mind you, it's nowhere near a TJ and what he had to go through. So this dude went from blowing up his arm a few years ago the first time. Then he blows it up again, getting back in there, getting back in shape, trying to do what he was doing before the second Tommy John. It's just not there. You have to learn to pitch a different kind of way. His last couple outings look different. He's progressed. The last time he was out, Greg, what did he do?
He had one. He went 5 innings, 1 run against the Padres. The thing about him is that he was a guy that when the sticky stuff went away, he was somebody that used the sticky stuff and probably more than anybody in all of baseball is what the reports were. So he was not able to get back to the pitcher that he was. He wants to overpower people. He wants to throw 98 and right past you. He wants to be somebody that you're getting a ton of swing and miss off his fastball. That's not him anymore.
Nope.
He has to use the curveball to keep you off balance. He needs to consistently go at you with different pitches, keeping you off balance as much as he can. And he started to do that down the stretch. He was not doing that. There was something in his brain that was telling him, I still got it. I can just throw this one right past you. And every time he would do things like that, bam, gone. 3-run home run. And so that was what was being frustrating. And so that's what you say, like, he's never going to get this. That's why you should have been DFA'd or put on the 60-day IL. However, he started to figure things out after a little while in September. And if he can continue to do that tonight, I feel really, really good.
We're going to know what kind of game is going to be in the first 2 innings.
Yep.
The over-under on runs is 7.5. So if Vegas is expecting runs, they're not expecting much from Buehler. They're not expecting much from King. So hopefully it's where both teams are putting up runs. But I think Buehler, the way that he looked at his last outing, is confidence. Just like some of these Dodger fans on the phone, man. They're confident about their team.
Yeah, we'll go to those in just a second. But you were talking about Michael King. So this is why I think
who is this guy?
So Michael King, he's a righty. It does get a ton of swing and miss. But the problem is he does not like to pitch into the strike zone. So to me, this feels like a repeat of Game 1. That's the same way that Dylan Cease works. Dylan Cease does not he wants you to chase. He wants you to swing at pitches you shouldn't be swinging at. He wants to swing at pitches that just drop out of the zone. It's the same kind of thing with Michael King. He wants you to swing outside of the zone. And if the Dodgers do what they did against Cease, it's going to go very, very well for them because if they're just patient, wait for him to actually hit the strike zone, he's going to enforce him to hit the strike zone, they'll start to hit him. They did it a few times earlier this year. They have not the last two, but also that game again in San Diego, the one that they lost, the triple play, he started that game. He was very, very good against them. However, they were patient. They walked a lot. He didn't get very many strikeouts. So if they do that again, I'm telling you, it's going to be just like Game 1.
Yeah, King is a pitcher who 2 years ago, he was in the bullpen for the Yankees. Right? That's where he was at. It wasn't until he told Aaron Boone after he was hurt, hey, maybe I can be a starter. And they tried that. And what happens? They liked it, and that's why they were able to trade him for Juan Soto. So that's where he's coming from. He was in the big Juan Soto trade where the Yankees and the Padres made that switch. And King looked fantastic against the Braves. But the Dodgers scouting report, the Dodgers front office, they're really good at being in the margins. They're really good at being in the weeds where they can find something to exploit. So you don't think that think tank that they have at Chavez Ravine is going to be able to find things about Michael King, who is only going to be pitching for, his third time in the postseason, that you could get to him? That's why I'm not too nervous about this game because you have a pitcher who hasn't been there in this kind of situation. You have a pitcher who's still trying to figure things out in the postseason. Let's see how that plays out. That's why I'm kind of optimistic about the Dodgers. Not too much, but kind of.
Me too. And and as much as I've had problems with Buehler in the past, he is known as a big game pitcher. So he's going to show himself here tonight, whether or not he is that big game pitcher, whether he's going to get a contract extension based off of this game especially. But we're going to find out about it. Let's take one call and then go to break.
Yeah,
you want to do that? Let's go to Rocky and Hacienda Heights.
All right, what do you got?
What's up, Rocky?
What's happening, my brother? I just want a big shout out to all you guys, especially Morales. I don't know if he remembers. I did his birthday party last year, not this year. Rocky Padilla, man, you guys, you're having a great time, brother. And I just want to say hi. Want to let you know that my sister met this guy, and he said, hey, you want to go to the game, which is today? She said, yeah. And we go, well,
met him
I'm not
today. Wait, hold on. Met him today?
No. Go to the game today.
No.
Today, yes.
Okay.
So told her that yesterday, and he goes, but if you're a Dodger fan, I'm not taking it. She goes, no, I'm not a Dodger fan. I'm an Angels fan. And he goes, okay, I'm going to take her. So she told me this last night. She's going, but she's wearing Dodgers under a regular shirt. She's going to take it off.
Great.
And she's going to blast it and get everybody pissed off. I love it. I can't wait.
The switcheroo.
Oh, your sister is great.
So she's not even into the dude, but she's getting a free ticket. I respect that.
Yes.
I respect that.
Yes, and she moved to Arizona. She came back, and he just invited her, so she ended up, man, I go, you're not even a Dodger fan. I'm the real Dodger fan, and I can't even go. But it's all good.
¿Quién te manda?
As long as she takes off the shirt and has a Dodger shirt underneath, that's the way to go. I think that's would be fantastic.
Yes.
Tell her to stick a
I
Dodger
told her
hat in
to
there somewhere
videotape it for
too.
me.
Yeah. Hey, Rocky, just be ready to pick up your sister, though, after the guy ditches her.
That's the end of it. You better be heading down to San Diego pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That's what's
Wait till the
in.
ninth inning.
All right, thanks a lot for the phone
what's
call,
in.
Rocky. All right, we have more phone calls that are
Yeah.
going to be coming in. I know we aced it. There's other people on the line. We'll get to that coming up next. We also want to talk a little bit about, we were talking about the umpires.
Yeah.
A little bit. I want to
Found
know,
some stuff
Beto,
about
you
that.
have some stuff about the umpires. I want to hear about that. That's coming up next on 710 ESPN.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
Nobody needs you singing. Quarter before 4 o'clock. Sedano Kap on a live imaging Tuesday. Bergman and Beto sitting in. Today is World Octopus Day.
Oh, yes.
I like octopus.
Some pulpo.
Octopus not bad.
Man. A little fried right there. You get
Downstairs
that,
at Soul Agave here, they got a nice grilled octopus.
Yeah.
And happy 39th birthday. You hear him singing right now. Not Bergman, but Bruno Mars. Happy birthday, Bruno Mars.
Happy birthday, Bruno. I sing all the time. I don't know why that's going to change all of a sudden because I'm on the radio.
Say you shouldn't sing on the radio. Like,
who cares? You guys sing on the radio constantly.
I make up songs. I don't sing the music.
Right.
I go like, it is Bergman and the Blue Review.
Cappy sings all the time on the radio.
Well, that's Cappy's. No, Cappy just
Sedano
goes,
sings all the time.
Yeah, Cappy does not sing. He makes sound effects.
Does Sedano sing on the radio all the time?
He does.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
DeAndre sings all the time on the radio. No, you don't at all, do you? No, you don't do any of that. No.
It's also Fluff or Nutter Day.
Fluff or Nutter?
Nutter? What is a Fluff or Nutter? Isn't that like a sandwich or something?
I think it's a sandwich with peanut butter and marshmallow fluff.
Yeah, I think so. That's right.
I think that's what it is.
Sounds about right.
Sounds different.
877-710-ESPN. Tell Bergman and Beto who's going to win tonight, especially if you're headed down to San Diego to see Padres host the Dodgers Game 3. And what we will do tonight at 6 p.m. is Bergman and Beto will hand it off to Marcus and Andy Kamenetsky. Second screen this stuff. I almost said something like you said. Almost said it this morning. Second screen it. Okay, we'll watch the game, and then watch us on YouTube. You can interact in the YouTube chat. You could call in. You could react as it's going down with Marcus Grant and Andy Kamenetsky.
You know, when I almost said that this morning, that was the
You
closest.
were really close.
That was maybe the closest I've ever gotten to
It was
doing
right
that.
there.
It was right on the edge. It was right on the tip.
It was on the tip.
Yeah,
if you heard Sedano and Kap this morning, along with Bergman and myself, tomorrow morning we will be live and local yet again, 7 to 9 a.m., and this time it'll be Bergman, myself, producer Jorge. Producer Laura says she might crash. Nice. Beto, you should come by and crash.
7 o'clock?
7 a.m.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll stay at the East Central tonight. I'll go. Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, yeah, I got room in my room because if you've heard my commercials, the East Central has
so
the biggest
close.
hotel rooms in downtown
So
LA.
close.
The Kobe room. Is that where you're at? What room
I
are
don't
you
know.
in?
I think I might be in the Kobe room.
You know, I'll stick around for the stream tonight, and then I'll get some salmon with you. There it is.
Look at that.
You can have salmon with me.
There it is.
And then
But he'll get pastrami.
And then you could, hang out in my room for a little while.
No
I'll show you the giant hand.
I'm not drinking,
Yeah,
so it's
what's
even better.
up with that hand anyway? You talk
Part of
about
their,
it all the
it's
time.
part of their thing. Their feng shui.
Does
Shouts
it
out to
do
you.
anything? Do you put your keys in it?
I do put my keys, or sometimes I'll put my phone if I'm like in the morning when I'm getting ready and stuff is just haywire.
Everywhere?
I just put the phone on the hand.
Perfect.
It's a giant hand. I'll tweet it tonight, or I'll post it on my Insta story.
All right, let's get to one more phone call before we get back into the little bit of the Dodgers. So it's
we want to talk about Dodger fans in San Diego.
Yeah,
the people who
Dodger
have to
fans
suffer.
in San Diego. We got one. The last phone call had a undercover fan that was going, which is pretty cool.
You like this, Morales? Rocky Padilla, who wished you a happy birthday, he said that his sister is going to the game. Told the dude who
You mean Rocky Padilla, who performed at the Mandy's?
Yes, that
with
guy.
Tierra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that his sister met a guy and said, "Yeah, I'll go to the game. I'm an Angel fan." But she's really a Dodger fan. As soon as she gets to the game, bam, Dodger gear coming out. The switcheroo.
I do like the old switcheroo when you can pull it off.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. All right, we got Ace in San Marcos. What's up, Ace? What you got?
Ace.
Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to let you guys know that I was happy we got some positivity on the radio today for the Dodgers because after gutless bum, that's what's in Cappy, and negative Nancy Ireland saying we're going to lose, enough of that. We need that Dodgers positivity. They're going to go in, they're going to rock Michael King, and they're going to come back with a victory. Let's go.
Let's go. Yes. What was Ireland all on? He's always supposed to be the guy that's. Thank you very much for the phone call, Ace. So that's
Take the rest of the day off, Ace.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, actually, as my boy Ace, who he works at a supermarket in the liquor department, and he is in charge of all the employees, about 15 of them, all Padre fans, and they just been letting him have it out there in San Marcos.
So he needs the positivity.
So he's
in
a
here.
legit hardcore P1, and he's like, my goodness, these guys are just so annoying because a lot of them are fly-by-night brand new fans who are, hey,
right.
you weren't there for Quilville Veras. You weren't there for Carlos Quinton, man. You don't know about that.
Carlos Quinn. Oh,
yeah,
jeez, yeah.
You weren't there for that. But Ireland just came, I think because he was going to fight at the country club. So I think he came a little salty, bro.
Just a little bit in an angry mood, whatever.
Yeah.
He gets so mad at me too. Whenever I'm
he doesn't
slightly,
like you, frankly.
well, that's true. But whenever I'm slightly mad about the Lakers,
I mean, we're a radio station of honesty, so I mean,
it's true. Like, he even talks about it all the time. we like each other off the air, hate each other on the air.
We doesn't agree. We don't agree on sports radio.
Yeah.
But then he explained today how we all agree. It was very weird.
Well, he wants more voices, and it's a party. That's kind of what this is. And then when there is a party in here, he's like, too many voices.
He wants more voices. The guy who doesn't do crosstalk.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Oh,
Very
Beto.
contradictory.
I don't
There's
do
more than
crosstalk.
4. I'm out.
Yeah, I never do crosstalk when Ireland's here, so I leave. Like I learned from him. 1, 2, 3. Nope, gotta go. He wants more
that's
voices.
his whole thing. It's
I love
especially
that.
when it's like Michael and Pepe who are there for him. Like you can come in. It's okay.
What we do?
What we do is
Pepe
right.
popping in right now? Did you say his name? Did it show up?
Oh, he'll be here tomorrow. Don't you
You
worry
have to
about
say
it.
his name 3 times in the mirror.
Google Gaga.
All right, Beto, you had some stats on the umpiring tonight.
So, umpiring in the playoffs is always going to be criticized. It's going to be very, very important.
Just in general in
Just
baseball,
in general,
always.
because you're going to look more. So
Well,
last
they
night,
suck anyway, so it's fine.
I was looking, okay, who are these umpires? Because there's been a new generation of umpires coming through. The older guys have been retired or pushed out because they weren't performing the way they had to be.
Bye-bye, Angel Hernandez.
Well, speaking of them. But you have a lot of umpires. As a former umpire, I still have a little soft spot for these guys, who they are. And you start looking at them, you're like, I don't know that guy. I don't know that guy. So tonight's umpire is going to be, his name is Chad Blazer. He's 42 years old from Colorado. He's never done the World Series. He's been a Major League umpire for 10 years. So he's done the LCS twice, a lot of wild card games. So there's a site that I found where you can go and you put in the algorithm, how many games have they worked between these teams. So this year, Blazer has worked all home games for the Padres and all home games for the Dodgers. So he's never done a Dodger road game, and he's never done a Padre road game, and he's never done a game between the Dodgers and the Padres.
Okay.
So the 2 games that he did where he was behind the dish in San Diego, the Padres were 2-0.
What was this? Do you know the scores? Was it like a blowout in favor of San Diego? Was
They
it
were
close?
both games that had runs.
Okay.
So the Padres won 5-4. The other one they won 6-5.
Okay, so he seems to be a hitter's umpire.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
And for the Dodger game, that was a game where at home the Dodgers went 1-1 with him behind the dish. So it's a younger umpire because he doesn't have that World Series experience. Again, 10 years in the major leagues is a lot of games, but when you haven't done games between these 2 teams, that has now been chippy. And I was saying this to a lot of guys yesterday. Yesterday, you had Dave Roberts talking about what Manny Machado did. They said how they sent the video to Major League Baseball. And before everybody started saying, oh, the Dodgers are crying, why would you do that? Gamesmanship. Same way that Phil Jackson used to complain about the referees to the media, and what happens in the next game, they're getting all the calls. This is the Dodgers sending a video to Major League Baseball. Same thing the Padres would have done. Same thing every single professional team would have done. Why? Because you're playing that mind game. Was it Flaherty? Was chirping and Tatis are going back
telling
and forth.
him to F out,
get out of
here, F out, go sit down.
So what's going to happen? You're going to have Major League Baseball talk to their umpires, and now both teams are going to be told, hey, cut out the antics. We don't need this. The Padres send out that email to their fans. We need you to behave, stay classy, all that good stuff. So the tension's already going to be there. The heightened awareness is going to be there. If you're an umpire who the last time you were in San Diego was at the end of September and playing the Cubs, not there. Major League Baseball playoff games, you've been to a lot of them.
Yep.
We've covered them. And give a lot of credit to the Padres fans. It's going to be loud at Petco. It's going to be super loud there. They're going to rock it and roll, right? If you have an umpire who has already been told, hey, watch this, watch this, watch this, on top of what they've already been told to watch, the strike zone, I have a feeling, might be a little bit tight tonight.
Will it be tight or will it expand because he's like thinking about all the other things that are going around? Like, oh, that was just a little outside. Let's just call that a strike.
Because when you go back and look at the umpire reviews and you have umpire scorecards, there's a Twitter account, umpire scorecards.
Yeah, I love them.
Right?
Dump Show is another good one.
Fantastic. So you have that and you're like, wait a minute, when this umpire's in there, we get a lot of runs. You don't think Major League Baseball like, hey, we don't want a big outbreak from you. Maybe that zone might be a little bit tighter. I'm just trying to figure out which way they're going to go. Because when you have an umpire that, remember Eric Gregg back in the day, everything was a strike, right? That's something that's going to be very important. The first couple innings of how the umpires control everything. Are they going to be too tight or are they going to let them play a little bit? I know for sure you're not going to have the chirping back and forth. That's going to be nipped in the bud right away.
See, I always go back and forth. Do you want a tight strike zone or do you want a loose strike zone? Because it really don't even laugh.
I didn't say a word. I'm doing sports radio.
You are doing sports radio, but either way, like because when when Walker Buehler's pitching, I want every single strike that I can possibly get, right? So if it's just a slightly off, you want that. But if Michael King is doing it, I'm like, no, that's not a strike, that's a ball. So it's kind of the balance. I don't know which one you actually really want. So I just want the correct call.
Of course.
I think that's the most important thing out of all of this.
And mind you, if you're an umpire who's getting a playoff round, means you've been one of the best in all of Major League Baseball all season long to get to this level. Because if you have the wild card round, you're not going to be doing this round. So the umpires in this series are eligible to be World Series umpires because they don't do NLDS and NLCS. Right. So they skip one. So that's an opportunity for them to show like, hey, I could be a World Series umpire. So they're going to be on point, man.
Yeah, no, they should be on point. I hope so. But no matter what, it's really going to just be interesting how this strike zone is going to look and how much we're going to be freaking out.
Breaking it down. Strike zone breakdown.
No, well, like that's something that you during the playoffs, you have to look at it. All you do is you watch that little box. Everything, that's the most important thing that you're watching during these games, and it's going to cause a lot of problems. So let's get into a little bit more. We'll go into who has the most pressure to win tonight. How much does the atmosphere continue to go?
Yeah.
These are the things that are on my list. I go by what Lindsay puts on my list. That's all coming next.
When did you take a picture with a bat?
Me?
Yeah. It's being used on the YouTube. When you click the YouTube, it's like part of the graphic package. The thumbnail is like Beto in his suit, that picture. And you holding a bat behind your head.
You told me when we took a picture.
Oh, you did Bo Jackson?
The picture day, they said, do the Bo Jackson. So I was like, all right. So I put it behind my Does it look good? It looks good, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't? Don't use it then. Then take it out.
It's a little much. This is why producer D was calling you that name in the bullpen before.
So is it because of this? You knew this was going to come in, and that's why you were calling me that.
Possibly. I want that picture. I want that picture sent to me so we could have it blown up for the office.
Oh, I can't wait for that. That's going to be all I walk into now. Thank you.
I mean, seriously, Greg, you knew when you took that picture that's exactly what would happen.
I don't know what.
Hey guys, I've got a bat. Did you know this is sports radio?
Who told you to do that? Was it Carlo?
Yes, actually, it was Carlo. He said, "Here, take that bat. Do the Bo Jackson." I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
I just do what I'm told, man.
What's next? Guys, hold a football while we take the picture.
Put the one arm out. Oh. Whoa, Bundy.
Oh, Bundy.
2 minutes in front of 4 o'clock. Sedano and Kap. Give me the quack quack when I do a time check. Yeah, 3:58. Anyway, it is your afternoon drive. Beto and Bergman as we get you ready for Dodgers-Padres. Game number 3, 877-710-ESPN. Load those phones, and we'll react and get you ready next right here on 710 ESPN.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Diddy!
The LA Kings and Angels Baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app. Your destination for LA sports.
Everyone knows Earl Hershiser has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Earl, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
We've got you covered this preseason, Lakers fans. Grab exclusive merch to add to your closet at LakersStore.com. Snag the latest jerseys, shirts, hats, and more to rep the purple and gold. Find your next game day fit in one of our exclusive collections. We've got something for the entire family. Mom, dad, kids, and babies too. Get ready for the season. Shop the newest collection at TheLakersStore.com. That's TheLakersStore.com. Let's go Lakers.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
4 o'clock in the Southland. Exactly right on a live Imagery Tuesday. Sedano and Kap. Bergman and Beto sitting in. We'll get to what you need to know in a moment, but I found the bat that Bergman used in his photo shoot.
Is that the same one? Wow.
Hey, guys.
Did I
We're
put my
talking
hands like
sports.
You got to put your arms over it, though.
I don't know if I can. It's a small bat.
Yeah, it's small.
I'm a larger fella.
You are. Come on,
Chris, why didn't they ask
can
you
get it
to
over.
take the photo like that?
They didn't. For some
Why
reason,
not?
they thought maybe we don't ask Chris to take the sports-related pictures. Hey, Chris, bring a golf club in, because sometimes you talk about golf.
Would you do a swing?
No.
No, what would you do? How do you
I
hold?
would take the
Would
pictures
you
I
you
took.
hold it, like, and put your, like
I
legs
remember the
across
Keyshawn
and-
photo shoot years ago when we booted George off the show, and they threw a ball to Key, and I was like, no, we're not doing that. Put the ball down. We're not doing wacky. These are wacky sports radio photos.
Wacky sports radio photos. Ha
Time for what you need to know. Oh, usually one of you do it.
Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. All right, so I think this is really cool. For anyone who has ever loved and lost a pet, the LA Zoo and Plaza de la Raza Cultural Center for the Arts and Education is hosting its beloved Pets Ofrenda Days to observe National Hispanic Heritage Month and Dia de los Muertos. At LA Zoo, visitors can participate in this year's beloved Pets Ofrenda to honor the memory of cherished pets that they have lost. Zoo guests are welcome to bring in photos or drawn pictures of their pets and leave their images or mementos on the altar at the zoo's front entrance plaza. And there's all these pictures in the LA Times with people's like little sculptures and photos of, their pets that have moved on.
Yeah, it's a cool event.
November 2nd, right?
Yeah,
It's actually going on every weekend.
Yep.
Through Sunday, November 3rd from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Nice.
And if you need more info on that, you can go to lazoobelovedpetsofrenda.com.
Yeah, it's a blessing in the animals, to put it a simple way. And Lens, I'm going to commend you for saying those words in Spanish. They were not easy to say. You tried your best, and well done. So before anybody comes at you, man, stop it.
I don't care. I mean,
No, because
it's hard to say.
It was hard to say that. And you went through it and you tried and you didn't mock it, which is what all we care about in our language. So thank you very much, Lindsay. You did a good job with that. If you want to come at her, well, you suck too. You probably got a C in Spanish. And
Didn't get past Spanish 3.
Well, what did she say that was wrong?
No,
I
it's the way I know right away people. She said Raza. Like, well, she's a
Raza.
white girl from
Doesn't say
Cleveland. What do you
Raza.
expect her to say? It's Plaza de la Raza una ofrenda. Like, I mean, but again,
I can't say it like that.
No,
I'm from
exactly.
here.
So don't get on her for that.
Yeah,
So-
but what DeAndre said about you, that would.
Well, that kind of fits
That would
into
come
this
into play.
situation.
DeAndre,
All of that fits
you gotta
into
play the
this.
Macklemore
Can you say
song.
it?
You
Can
can do
you
that
say
then.
it, DeAndre? Can you say it? Let's see. You're from here.
No, I'm not.
Okay,
from
yeah, I
here.
didn't think so.
You
Nobody
know what I'm
can.
talking about, the song, right? Just find that part right there where he cuts it out. You'll say it for him.
He says he's not from here, by the way. He's not from here.
Who?
DeAndre.
Oh,
you
Little
mean
D.
Like, I'm not from here. I'm from Coachella. That's what he always says.
Little D ain't from here?
It's close enough.
It's not Lil D. Remember, it's Young D.
Oh, Young D.
Young
Remember, we
D. Little
changed it.
D doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it doesn't
You don't
sound-
want to
I
be
don't
Little
like
D.
that.
No,
I don't
yeah,
like
you
that.
shouldn't like that one. Young D.
You don't know
much,
nothing
much
about
better.
that. You don't know about no Plaza de Raza.
I don't know.
Oh, friend. Let's hit the
It
animals.
is a
Beautiful.
real Dodgers Talk playoff Tuesday. We'll walk you up to first pitch, 6 o'clock. 6:08 is first pitch tonight at Petco Park in San Diego. And then Andy Kamenetsky, Marcus Grant will take over here on 710 ESPN. They'll go till 8 p.m., and they'll have your reaction as the game goes on. And don't worry. When something major's happening, a big at-bat or something, we're going to pot up ESPN radio. So
Oh,
you'll hear
nice. We get that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll hear the
it's
play-by-play.
already on there.
Oh, so Boog is doing the game? Oh, my goodness.
I don't know. So then
Someone
you can get
is.
in the YouTube chat. Second screen this. Okay, dog? First screen.
That didn't sound right.
That didn't sound right at all.
At all.
We try to sound like Big O? Hey, dog.
Big O. That gutless scumbag. Anyway.
4-0 Mets.
First
4-0
screen
now.
Yeah.
First screen, have the game on, and then second screen, join us till 8 o'clock, and then we'll play the final part of the game on ESPN Radio, 710 ESPN, of course, on the all-new ESPN LA app. Meanwhile, call Bergman and Beto, 877-710-ESPN. Bang the phone lines.
Yeah.
Bang them. We
Tell
also,
us why Dave Roberts is going to do it again.
Oh, we'll get into
we're
it
not
Dave
gonna
Roberts.
get to Dave
We'll do it
Roberts.
with you coming up after
You
Radio
do that
Tinder.
tomorrow morning. Like, you can't do it before the game.
And
Do it
that's
tomorrow
right.
morning when you have a reaction.
We'll
yeah,
be live tomorrow morning, 7 to 9 a.m. yet again
Reaction.
here on 710 ESPN. Tomorrow will be me and Bergman and maybe Beto, producer Jorge for sure, maybe Laura. You never know.
Hey, Dodger,
See the
turn
whole
around.
Mishpuka.
Yeah, so you have to come save me. If the Dodgers lose tonight, you have to
All
come
right, if
down
the
here and
Dodgers
save
lose,
me.
I'll be
Because
in
if
tomorrow.
he's going to be ripping Dave all
Oh, I'll
morning
annihilate
long,
him tomorrow.
there's going to be a ton of stuff going on. So I'm going to need you to help me because I'm going to
I'm
have to
not
sit
even-
here and defend, depending on what
Now,
happens.
do we all agree that if they lose tonight, it's over?
No.
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 That's why you play all five.
Exactly.
You never know.
So you think that if they lose tonight, they will win one in San Diego and then win one at Dodger Stadium.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
I
Because
also
it's a
think
game 5. It's an elimination game. Anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. And that's how baseball works. It's especially in the playoffs. It's just random. Random things happen at all the times. All right, we got a phone call here. It's a DJ in Santa Clarita. What's going on, DJ?
Hey, guys. What's up? I just want to say, don't worry about Manny Machado plays with a chip on his shoulder every time he plays against the Dodgers. So just put him on our back seat, and let's go Dodgers. We'll win this game. Walker Buehler will do well. Thanks.
Thank you for the phone call.
Straight to the point.
It's straight to the point. Let's talk a little bit about Manny Machado and this Padres team because it's starting to annoy me. They're starting to do this thing that I felt like Michael Jordan did in the Last Dance, where he's just taking whatever he could possibly find and just be like, and that fueled me. What was it? What were the words that he used?
Personal with me.
And I took that personally over and over again. That's all that they're doing. I get it that you need that, and that's something that you're trying to do.
The Padres are doing
The Padres are doing that. Every single little teeny tiny thing. They're like, oh, look at the Dodgers. They think they're better than us. They think, oh, they're from up north. They're the big bad Dodgers. And they do this whole thing, and it's starting to get a little frustrating and annoying. Yes, maybe because they've been beating us a little bit more than they have in the past, but at the same time,
they're a good team.
They are a good team. Like, no, you're a good team. You don't have to do these little antics like throwing the ball at the dugout and at Dave Roberts. It wasn't hard.
It was unsettling.
It was unsettling to me.
This morning, Ken Rosenthal wrote a piece about Manny Machado.
Yeah, it was very good.
Really good. And about how Manny Machado essentially made Rosenthal look bad because Rosenthal had a report during the game the other night about how Manny Machado brought the team together, how the team, he's a leader, how he was leading them. He telling them to stay focused, let's lock in, this, and that. And then he goes and sees the video of what's going on. And it just basically said, he's 32 years old. And at what point are you still just going to still be that punk guy? This is who you are. All this talk about you maturing and then you talking about this. Those antics, you can get away with that when you're in your 20s, but it gets old, right? And again, if he's on your team, you like him. And all you Dodger fans are saying, when he was on my team, I hated him. He was only here a few months. Because if Manny Machado would have won you more games, you would still give him the benefit of the doubt. You would give him a little extra.
1,000%. If he would have actually done something in the World Series and not blew a bubble as he was running to first base, didn't say, I'm not Johnny Hustle. If he didn't do those types of things, I would have liked him more. But the fact of the matter is, what you're saying is right. The fact you're 32 years old and you're doing these little things, and it's what is the point of it at this point? And also, by the way, when he rallied them, it was like 7-1 when he rallied them. You really need to rally a team together at 7-1. Like, come on, this is not some big deal.
Now, Manny knows how to be a heel. He'd be perfect for wrestling.
Sure.
Again, I don't know him at all. I interviewed him a few times, been around him. I know some people that know him. And he's a guy that even his friends get annoyed with him, right? He's a guy that he knows what he is, and he can't help himself sometimes, from what I've been told, that he can be the antagonist. And if he's your guy, he's super cool. But then when the game gets going, he gets a little caught up. You know what? Back in junior high, you were playing PE, and there was always like that good athlete that would just kind of
better than everybody.
And then every now and then, he would just like throw a ball like at one of the kids who wasn't as athletic.
And you're like, what are you doing?
That's Manny Machado. It's like, why are you throwing the handball at that dude's face? Like, there's no need.
Like, you're so much better than that dude. What are you doing?
And we all grow up and get out of it. Eventually, you apologize. You're like, sorry for being a jerk. Man, he's never done that. He hasn't matured to that point. But he's so talented, and he does things. You're there. Now, Jerks and Profar, he was messing with the fans. He was going back and forth. He was dishing it.
That was actually kind of funny. I'll actually give that a little to him.
Tatis, he's funny. Manny, there's a word in Spanish called enfada. He just annoys you. He just bugs you. It's just like, oh, like that's that guy when you're watching him. And then you're like, if he was just locked in a little bit more, could he be that Hall of Fame guy where you're thinking right away, my goodness, the tool set that he has, the ability that he has, the way that he plays baseball, like, wow. And then there's always that but with him. And I'm a fan of his. I like him. Like I told Laura earlier, if he was here, you'd be taking a picture with him. Don't even act like you wouldn't. Everybody would.
The fact that he is one of the best third basemen I have ever seen in the history of the sport. Like it's from my time. Like the third baseman that I've seen, he is so good. That's why it was so weird in the game one when he threw the ball over Rice's head. That doesn't happen. He doesn't do those types of things. But so you can see how he hits big home runs. Not even really big home runs. He hits home runs in the first inning. Yeah, but when the game's on the line, he strikes out. He's that type of guy. Like he's going to hit you the home runs that don't mean anything whatsoever. that's who he is. And so if he just would focus just a little bit more and now you're starting to see, like you said, Profar, Tatis, the whole team is kind of starting to build that same identity as Manny.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the identity that you really want to have. Do you really want to be the team that's annoying and hated from everybody?
Yeah,
I want to be hated.
See, Manny likes that being the heel, being hated part. But this notion that the Padres are the underdogs, they're not. They're the favorite tonight, betting-wise. They were the favorite when the series started. They're the ones that are healthy. Yeah, the Dodgers had the number 1 seed. They have the best record of baseball because Dave Roberts and the Dodgers built such an early lead and so many numbers that they were able to hold on for that despite the injuries. If the Dodgers would have had more of these injuries or Dave Roberts would have managed a different kind of way, they might have been the wild card team because the Padres were chipping at them, but they didn't get them. So the Padres are the team that came in with the momentum. The Padres are the team that have the starting pitcher. The Padres are the ones that have everybody lined up for them. So, yeah, they are the favorites. So, yeah, the pressure is on the Padres because they're the team that should win this series. The Dodgers have the big name, the big payroll, and the Ohtani factor, but they don't have any arms at all.
No, they don't. Most of them are all injured. And actually, I mean, that's also an interesting thing because really you do have Yamamoto, you have Flaherty. It's really the only arm that's missing is Glasnow, and that's a huge loss.
But you don't really have Yamamoto.
No, I mean, yeah, Yamamoto.
He's there, but he's not.
I also don't think that if there is a Game 5 that Yamamoto pitches in Game 5.
No.
I think they go right back to Flaherty on his regular rest because he pitched a much, much better game.
You bring the guy, you got to get there, but you got to get there first.
Yeah, you got to get there first. But you got to win tonight, and hopefully you don't even get to a Game 5. But we got a whole bunch of things going on here. I would say, what happens if the Dodgers do lose tonight? How concerned would you be? How concerned should Dave Roberts be? What happens if that goes on? We'll get into all of that next.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com. And remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
Votes. That's AARP.org/CA votes. Paid for by AARP.
Come to Carden Alleyway Hyundai and lease a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SEL for only $201 a month plus tax for 36 months. Or get 1.99% APR for 60 months, your choice. Plus, get peace of mind driving with America's best warranty. Carden Alleyway Hyundai just off the 91 freeway or CardenAlleyWayHyundai.com. Lease for $201 plus tax. License and fee to well-qualified buyers. 36-month lease, 10K miles per year, 3511 due at signing. 1.99% APR, $1,752 per $1,000 financed. Not all buyers will qualify. Subject to HMF credit approval. Expires 10/31/2024.
Did you know your zip code can determine your health? In some neighborhoods, fresh produce is scarce, while others have farmers markets on every corner. Some areas have plenty of doctors, while others face long waits for basic care. Rising costs hit some communities harder than others. While some struggle with skyrocketing rents, others can't afford life-saving medications. But here's the thing, your vote can change this. When you vote, you're not just filling out a ballot. You're fighting for better healthcare access in your neighborhood. You're standing up against inflation that's pricing families out of their homes. You're demanding affordable healthcare for all. Your zip code shouldn't determine your health. Your vote should. Vote by mail, use a ballot drop box, or visit a voting center in person. Remember, in this election, we're not just voting for candidates. We're voting for our health, the health of our families, and the health of our community. Want to know more? Visit myvotemyhealth.org for all information you need to vote for a healthier tomorrow.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
I'm not allowed to sing, but I would sing the song.
Sing all you want.
Go ahead.
Sing all you want. Morales in here, sing.
He's right here. He's walking
But
around.
he don't knock on the mic. Sing.
Come on over, baby. See? Let you know. I can't be Cappy. I tried to do a little Cappy.
DeAndre?
Christina Aguilera, duh.
I was taking pictures with a bat.
Like DeAndre.
Did you actually take pictures with the bat?
No.
Oh,
417.
Why is Christina Aguilera?
In the Southland on a live imaging Tuesday. Sedano Kap, Bergman, and Beto sitting in this fine afternoon. This day in 2000, the number one hit, Christina Aguilera, Come On Over Baby. This was on that smash first album, I think. Wasn't it?
Was it the Genie in the Bottle
Yeah, I
album?
think it was her first album.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. Have
It's
you
also
seen
national.
Christina?
Go ahead.
No, have you seen Christina lately? She is extreme. She looks like she
looks
was
amazing.
in 18.
Yes. Her and Gwen Stefani both.
Yeah.
She was the blonde one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's from Pittsburgh.
Sure.
Whatever, somewhere.
It's also National Hero Day. Now, hero like a superhero or hero like a hero sandwich?
Is GYRO or HERO?
HERO.
That's like
Greek,
a hero.
right?
No,
how do you know
it's HERO. That's what it says.
Yeah, HERO. So that could be a hero sandwich.
I thought hero sandwich was GYRO.
No, that's
hero.
That's a hero.
Hero. That's
A
Greek.
hero.
That's
Yeah.
Greek.
No. It's National Heroes Day.
Well, this just says
Like
hero.
a superhero?
Well, it has both of them on
So
its
not a
website.
hero sandwich.
Let's get it together.
And not a
What is this,
hero.
Tulsa?
No,
That's
that
different.
hero. Okay,
It's
yeah,
it's
just
under
a
cultural fun and special interest.
stress.
So.
Oh,
I could
cultural.
go for
That
a
might be food.
You go for a hero
Yeah,
sandwich.
that's the one Kramer tried to get off the subway.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, Graham's got to go home. So
Oh, bye,
See you,
Graham.
Leave Graham alone, bro.
There's a game going on. You're down 4-0.
scumbag.
You don't even want to know why Graham has to leave.
Why?
Why?
Take care of his puppy.
Is that a euphemism?
No, he really is a puppy.
You got a puppy.
Is that also a euphemism? Anyway, 877-710-ESPN. Say hi to the fellas. Let us know what's going on. DeAndre called Greg something before the show.
Yeah,
DeAndre.
are we getting back into this? Like, just tell the people what you called me.
Like, there's a song by the Rolling Stones called Honky
Don't
Tonk
do
Woman.
Honky Tonk Man.
So you
No,
called me a
Honky
honky
Tonk
tonk? Honky tonk man?
Honky Tonk Woman by the Rolling Stones. That was a big hit.
It was a big hit.
So there's also a song. It's a country song called Honky Tonk Badonkadonk.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a good
yeah,
song.
that was a huge hit.
Yeah, it was a good song.
No, you should find that, DeAndre. I'll move to that. Got that honky
No,
tonk.
don't find it.
We haven't
Don't find
seen any Morales dancing in a long time.
Tired, man.
Yeah,
And this
I mean,
hip
I get
issue.
it. Hip issue?
Yeah, the hip issue. It's getting better. We're working on it. Marshall Tanaka, my guy in Fullerton, my trigger point therapist, we're rubbing it out. I mean, he has rubbed my body more in the last 4 weeks than for years. You know what I mean, Beto?
Does he use
So
elbow?
if he uses elbow and he makes his hand into like a hoof almost, and
Oh,
it
that's why you
digs
call
in
him
you.
hoof hand.
Yeah, he digs in me.
Oh, there it goes. There it is. Beto, go join.
I mean, this is a good song
Go
for that
join.
dance.
See, I thought other people. I'm not going to say names, but other people have gotten nervous in this seat in this room before. Beto
What, with
seems
Christopher
very,
in there?
Yeah, with Chris
What
in
I
here.
need is
It's a lot of movement
You
right
seem
we should
very,
do
very nervous.
We should do a video. Actually,
4-0 Mets.
We should do we should do a number at the Mandy's where that song plays and I come out with maybe some large bottom friends. We can
And have
bring them
Beto
in
all around.
men and women. It doesn't have to just be women, and we just do the dance.
If it was any other day,
You're not coming to the Mandy's ever again, are you?
no. It's gonna be 21 and over after that warning.
Who sings this honky tonk badonka?
Oh,
donk?
Big and Rich.
Yeah.
Big and Rich.
I
They were huge.
Don't listen
They
to
sang
country.
"Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy," which is like Probably the most popular country song over the past 20 years.
Yeah, so KZLA used to be a country station here, 93.9, and they had a whole marketing billboard campaign that said "Save a horse, ride a cowboy." 93.9 KZLA. That song was so monstrous. It was played in every bar, every karaoke. Everyone knew that song. You know that song, D?
No, I don't.
What?
I don't.
Yes, you do.
You've been in bars. They play that song.
Think about what bars he's going to.
But that's
yeah, but he's out there.
He's at the country bars. He's at Saddle Ranch on the weekends.
No, he's out there in Palm Springs. There's definitely
he's always right.
A couple older highness came up to you and said, "Hey, baby, save a horse riding cowboy." Trying to buy you boots at Boot Barn.
That was the 2000s version
I'm on your side,
of Achy Breaky Heart.
Yeah, no, you're right.
DeAndre, have you ever worn cowboy boots?
No.
Would you ever wear cowboy boots?
It depends on the fit.
Depends on the fit. Yeah.
I'm not wearing them right now.
No, can you get him some cowboy boots?
No, DeAndre would do it.
Expensive.
There's a lot of
They
black
are
cowboys,
expensive.
bro.
You have a lot of them though. You have more than one.
The Compton Cowboys, man. Those
Well, what
guys
size
awesome,
are you?
bro?
Size 14.
Oh my!
You gotta go. You gotta go find a steer, bro.
Pull that. Oh my, please. That was perfect.
I mean, I'm a size 12. I'm a size 12. I wasn't expecting 14 to come out of his mouth.
I have not heard him be that excited about something in a very long time. Oh my! You could hear it in his voice how excited he was.
It's also National Face Your Fears Day, so there you go. Good night, everyone. Dodgers baseball coming up at 6:08.
So Sean Manaea has gone 7 shutout innings.
Yeah.
For
So
the
Sean
Mets.
Manaea, speaking of a big man,
You didn't think I could do bits in the morning and in the afternoon on the same day?
No. I never doubt you, my man. I never doubt you. So Sean Manaea, yeah.
I want you to tell us about Sean Manaea in a second. But when I hear Sean Manaea go 7 innings for the Mets, I hear random dude that's a journeyman that goes and pitches 7 shutout innings in the playoffs. That's going to be somebody on the Dodgers. I can totally see that happening.
He would have been great on the Dodgers this year.
Well, he was terrible when he was with the Padres.
Yep.
He was terrible when he was with, maybe not terrible, but he wasn't very good when he was with the Giants.
He was solid with the A's where he started his career.
Yeah, for like a year or two, and then was starting to move around. And now in Game 3 of a NLDS, he's going 7 shutout.
Yeah, he's dealing with.
That's what you need from Bueller tonight.
That's what you got to have. So Sean Manaea, this is another reason why, if you talk to any agent, will say, "Hey, make your kid left-handed and have him throw." And if he's big, have him do it because you're going to always need an arm. Manaea is interesting for the local connection.
Yep.
He's Samoan. So a big Polynesian community here in Southern California. So his dad grew up in American Samoa, but the dude went to Indiana State because the dad lived in Indiana, so a smaller area. I grew up in Carson, so there's a lot of Samoans out there. So anytime Manaea's pitching, it's like, okay, you represent for him. But the special part is he wears number 59. So his brother passed away from cancer last year. So before he signed with the Mets, he decided to wear number 59 because his brother was 59 years old. That's why he wears that number 59. So those little nuggets.
His brother was 59 years old, and he's what, 28?
Yeah, it's his dad's second marriage.
Yeah, second. Okay.
Yeah, easy. Well, you got to get, have to
you
get
get
personal.
personal.
It's a big difference. And now the Mets are up 7-0.
7-0 Mets is right now with the bullpen game.
Bottom of the 7th. So this game is basically done. The Mets are going to take a 2-1 lead. There is still a little bit of time left, but I mean, come on.
This sucks for Major League Baseball. You're going to have this game early, and then tonight the Padres are going to put up 10.
No. Here's what's going to happen. Right now, if you're a TV executive at Fox, you're like, all right, let's go Mets and let's go Dodgers. Mets, and the
a 1988 rematch.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have Doc Gooden, and then you're gonna have
Gooden.
There you go, Tim Tuffle. Where are you gonna be at right now?
Well, then you're gonna get New York and LA, and then possibly still get New York and LA again.
So the Dodgers have to win. Here's a conspiracy theory now.
Okay.
Umpires, nothing is a strike to Shohei. So here you go. We need the Dodgers to go 5 and beat the Padres. World Series against the Yankees. Boom, taken care of.
Wait, who says the Yankees are going to the World Series?
Oh, here we go.
I'm just saying, look at the MVP of the league.
Lindsay,
who can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Lindsay,
strike zone
who
doesn't
says
matter
the Dodgers
when
are
you
going to
can't
the
hit
World
the ball.
Series?
We're talking about what's
We're
best for
conspiracy theories here.
What's best for baseball is to have New York and LA, and you can get it
it's
twice.
Not. Who says that's
Lindsay,
best for baseball?
We were talking conspiracy TV theories.
But why is that best for baseball, Greg?
LA, New York.
The two major markets.
That's number 1 and number 2 market in America.
But is
Cleveland
that what's
not
best
number
for
1
baseball,
or
or is that best for
conspiracy? Yes.
if you're trying to grow the game, is the Yankees going to the World Series?
Nobody's watching Cleveland, San Diego.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true.
What are more people going to watch? Cleveland, San Diego, or
I'm
the
not
Yankees
talking
in
about
Los
what
Angeles?
people are going to watch. I'm talking about you saying what's best for baseball. You mean like the ratings, the TV ratings?
The TV ratings and baseball in general is that you want to build the sport. You want it to get it bigger. You want the biggest game to have the biggest stars.
I would argue that
Aaron Judge versus Shohei Ohtani is huge.
Well, Aaron Judge,
that is massive.
Not if Aaron Judge can't hit the ball.
No, he's not hitting the ball right now.
Lindsay, if you weren't from Cleveland, would
Juan
you watch
Soto,
a Cleveland game?
Giancarlo Stanton.
I don't know because I'm from there, so I don't know.
No, play along. We're doing conspiracy.
I don't know.
They still got that Tony Romo's in the Tony Romo's.
Romo's at Carson.
Is it still in Carson?
It's the only one. Yeah.
Right next to the IKEA.
Right next to the IKEA. I got there.
Still there?
Yeah.
Oh, get the onion one.
I don't know. I always root for the underdog in most of these situations. Like when they have the national games, I always want the underdog to win because everybody hates the Yankees. Everyone hates the Yankees.
No, I love the Yankees. Willie Randolph, baby. Bobby Mitchell.
How can a Dodgers fan say they love the Yankees?
Because when we were kids here in L.A., they'd always show the Yankees on the Channel 4.
Right, so you would hate them even more.
No.
And they would only play in
They are
spring
the
training.
evil empire. You love to hate them, just like you love to hate the Dodgers.
I never saw the Dodgers play the Yankees.
Right, early 90s. You'd wait for Vince Scully's voice to appear. Vero Beach on the first spring training game, and it would be the Dodgers and Yankees
on Channel 11
on like the Sunday before Easter.
Yeah, the best was when the Dodgers would have a St. Patrick's Day game.
Yeah,
and they would wear the green hat.
Yeah,
you're like, okay, that's
those
when
were the best.
At Vero Beach, and they're sitting
Vero
there.
Beach
Tommy's taking a nap right there.
Have you guys ever been to Vero Beach? A game there?
No. I've never been to spring training.
Time.
Period. I've
Really?
always wanted to go. Never been to spring
every
training.
year when we were younger. Our family, everyone else went to Disney. We went to spring training.
Were the Indians or the Cleveland?
They're
Were they Vero Beach back then?
No, they were in near Lakeland in Winter Haven. But we would always go to Lakeland to watch the Tigers. We would go to Vero Beach to see the Dodgers. And I remember the time that Tommy Lasorda was signing, or he was walking back from the game, and everyone's like, "Oh, Tommy, Mr. Lasorda, come sign my baseball." And I was probably like 17, and I was like, "Mr. Lasorda, you're my favorite. Would you please sign my ball?" And he just like waved to everybody, went inside, and then like the clubby guy came out, grabbed my baseball, took it inside, brought it back out to me. He's like, "Mr. Lasorda wanted you to have this." And I was like, that's right.
Nice.
That's right.
That's nice.
Dodger Town was something special.
I've heard
it's not the same. It's not the same anymore.
No, not
spring
in
training
Arizona.
ain't the same with no Dodger
Camelback.
Town.
It's just
nowadays with spring training, there's no access whatsoever to the players, and that was what was great about it.
Right.
Was you could maybe get a chance to get an autograph. And now it's like you gotta pay money to show up to one of these autograph sessions with some stiff player that nobody knows. They ruined it. It's true. They've ruined it.
Some hack.
They put fences up everywhere, whereas you used to be able to just walk right by them. It was really cool.
Yeah, you used to be able to. Apparently, I've heard that you can just walk right up to players. You can still do it though. I think pretty much.
No, you can't.
But it's so busy. There's so many people.
You have to be there super early at Camelback.
But even then, there's still there's a fence. And I remember the time. I've got all these great pictures from. I was probably in Fifth grade.
Carlos Baerga.
Bartolo. I've got a lot of pictures with him. But
you should love Carlos Baerga.
He's all right. I mean,
you're young then. If you're
Bartolo Colon. It was his first year, and he was like 16 or 17 when the Indians signed him. He's riding around on a bike, and my dad.
I don't know if we ever knew how old he really was.
Yeah, that's true.
He was 32 at the time.
He was 16 with a wife and kid.
But he was riding
just like Adrian Beltre.
He was riding around on his bike in spring training because my dad was like, "Oh, they want him to lose weight, so he's riding around on his bike." But he was just riding around
I still think he was better when he was heavy.
Oh, Big Bart. He's still dealing
He's always been a bigger guy.
I mean, when he was bigger.
Yeah.
I mean,
when he hit that home run with the Mets, that was the greatest thing
like
that
a
ever.
fat man home run.
Oh yeah, it was just amazing. It was just amazing.
Big Bart.
All right, we got a Radio Tinder coming up next. Do you have anything you want to lock out?
No, it's fine. 429 at the Southland. Live Imaging Tuesday on Sedano and Kap. Bergman and Beto sitting in. We're going to take you till 6 o'clock. Then Marcus and Andy tonight for Dodgers-Padres live reaction on our YouTube chat and, of course, on the radio. As the man said, Radio Tinder is next on 710.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Every weekday morning at 9 a.m.
You were a problem in high school, weren't you?
We were
like
just
no
jocks.
grade problem, but you were constantly having to serve a penalty.
We were jocks. Is it John Bender from the Breakfast Club?
So you were a cross of Emilio Estevez and John Bender.
Yes, we were cutting through to get through so the principal wouldn't catch us.
It's Trav and D-Farr.
Back tomorrow morning after Greeny on LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
Hey, what up? It's Matt Barnes here. If you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law.
For me, it's about getting the top result and the top value for your claim. Even if you didn't have insurance during the accident, Uncle Artie will still help you. I'm sure a lot of you out there got turned back from attorneys when you said, I don't have insurance. Well, guess what? Uncle Artie can still help you. It does not matter. Give us a call. You have nothing to lose. We take the case on a contingency. You don't pay up front.
Uncle Artie's not just my friend, but he's your uncle in the business. Artie Pernia is a seasoned personal injury attorney who works with you, so you receive the best possible compensation for your case. Let Uncle Artie and the Pernia Law family provide peace of mind, so you can focus on your recovery.
Trust us, trust Uncle.
When you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law, 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
Hey guys, it's Cappy, and if you want to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage. Let me say it again. It's real simple. If you're ready to sell, call Seller's Advantage. Everybody has different reasons for selling. Some people want to downsize and they're ready to move. Some have inherited property, and you know what? They don't want to have that property. They want to get rid of it. Or maybe you're just ready for a change in your life. Whatever your reason is for selling, Seller's Advantage has a custom solution for your needs. They'll make you a competitive cash offer with no repairs needed, and they can close in days. Seller's Advantage is the fastest and the most stress-free way to sell your home. No complicated closing process or contracts falling through. Seller's Advantage has been making sellers happy for decades, and they've got all the reviews to prove it. So call them today and get a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
4:33 on a Live Imaging Tuesday. Sedano Kap, Bergman, and Beto sitting in.
I love that so much.
Is this for R.L. Stein?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We like to play a TV theme when it's Radio Tinder time. R.L. Stein, 81 years old. Now, this is the theme from what show? R.L.
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps, okay.
Oh, this is such a banger. Someone should, remake this into, a rap song.
Oh, my.
God, isn't it?
Is that my oh, my? That's when you told me you were size 14?
Do it again.
Oh, my.
That is perfect. That's so clean, too. Just drop it
Radio
randomly
Tinder
throughout
time.
the show.
We like to play a TV theme. You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget about our sponsor, Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala, founded in the city of Downey. Just like me. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Wait, real quick. Did you guys watch Goosebumps? And if not, did you read the Goosebumps books?
Was that the one that was on late at night?
No, it was like a
on Nick.
kid's show.
Yeah, it was a kid's show.
What
And
was the one with the skeleton that came out?
Oh, that was
Tales
Are You
from the
Afraid of the
Crypt?
Dark?
No, Tales from the Crypt.
Tales from the
yeah.
Crypt. That's right, Tales
The
from the
Crypt Keeper,
Crypt.
when he's like,
Yeah.
You
I
know,
had a friend who looks like
they
him.
redid a Goosebumps thing
It's not a
last
good-looking
year.
friend.
It's not. She's not. We
Oh,
make
just
fun
she?
of her. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
They
Yeah.
redid a Goosebumps thing on
Oh, my.
Netflix last
Yeah, they
year.
did. They did.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was pretty
good.
good. I watched it with my daughter. It was great.
But did you read the books?
No, I didn't read the books.
Oh, I was obsessed with the books.
You know, when you face your fears sometimes, it is National Face Your Fears Day. You'll get goosebumps. Oh, my.
All right, what do you got, Lindsay?
All right, so I saw this comment, I guess, story, whatever you want to call it, in a Facebook group recently about this girl who was asking for advice about a guy that she was dating. So she just recently started dating this guy. He has been divorced for over 5 years, and he has a tattoo of his ex-wife's lip prints on his
no.
neck.
Oh no!
And then he also has a tattoo of her name, like somewhere on his arm, like on his wrist. And she was asking, like, I don't know, this kind of bothers me. Like, is this something? Should I say something to him? Is it weird that I'm bothered by this? Like, is this a big deal? So I want to ask you guys: would you ever date somebody who had a tattoo relating to their ex on them, their ex spouse on them? Swipe left or swipe right. Greg, you go first.
Right is yes.
Correct.
Yeah, I would swipe right. I think it's over at that point, but also that means that she's going to put my name on there at some point. So I don't I don't actually want any of that. But the fact is that when she loves hard. So no matter what, your friend got herself into that mess. By the way.
Also, think about it. If you just beat somebody and you start dating,
right away
and then,
that she had lips, that the guy had lips on his neck already. Right away, you knew that.
She didn't know whose lips they were. Apparently,
Well,
I don't know.
I think that's a pretty early question. Hey, you have lips on your neck. What's that about?
Not if
that's
you have
not
if
first
you have a
date
lot of
question,
them.
kind of, right, D?
I don't know.
I think. Would you ask first date? I think so. I would.
I don't think I would ask somebody about their tattoos on the very first date.
That's like a normal.
Very
That's like a
intimate
normal.
question.
No, that's a normal talk for a first date. Oh, you have tattoos. What do they mean? Like, I have tattoos. That's the first thing people ask me. Oh, you have that tattoo on your arm. Oh, you have the tattoo on your other
I've been
arm.
ask like, hey, do you have any tattoos? I'm like, yeah, I got some on my chest.
You got something to say, Beto.
As Laura would say, let me show up, and you have lips tattooed on your neck. That is the first question of like,
Again,
how do I
picture it
get
this
out of
way.
here?
Yeah.
Picture it this way. If you have like a sleeve on your arm and they're somewhere within the sleeve, it's similar to the neck. If someone had tattooed up to here,
No. The only person I know with lips on their neck is Kenyon Martin. Like that's about it.
The only people I know have lips on the tattoos are people who I'm not messing with.
Right.
They're people who I do not want to say it. I'm gonna say, you know what? That looks good on you, bro. I love that for you.
I love that for you. Absolutely.
What about names? What about names?
The names that are different because it happens. You can cover them up, and then sometimes you want to cover it up, but you don't know exactly. Again, I have 0 tattoos. I don't know anything about this, but all I know is that by the time you get to the point of you knowing that somebody has lips on their tattoos, you've already decided whether you're in or you're out.
Oh.
It's not a surprise for you.
2 types of tattoos that you don't mess with that person: lips on their neck and a teardrop on their face. That's it. That's it. You're out. You're out.
I think any face tattoos. I think we make it any
face.
Any
neck
face
or
tattoo.
face. You don't mess with that person. Period. End of story.
To me, anything above anything like neck and above.
Right.
I feel
anything that goes under, like, D, you have any on your face?
No.
In your neck?
No.
Behind your ear?
Nope.
Nope. None of that.
Behind your ear can be hidden though.
Yeah, it can be hidden.
It can be hidden. Behind the ear has been hidden a lot. It's more common with girls, not behind the ear. But
yeah, I mean, like, I'm not getting anything behind my ear.
No. But yeah, no, Lindsay. No.
So, I mean, my ex-boyfriend had my initials tattooed on his wedding ring finger, like where a wedding ring would be.
Man.
And I was
That's
like,
bad news.
I mean, we were together for literally 20 years.
Sure,
like
but you're
19
not
years.
now.
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
And it's funny because he has been dating this girl for, I don't know, probably like 5 years now. And she made him.
How do you still know this?
Because I'm still friends with him. We spent, the first third or second third of our lives together. So, half of our lives, actually.
Yeah, that's a totally different conversation. When I'm out, I'm out.
Again, I know other people think that, exes can't be friends, whatever. But anyway, she made him get the tattoo, like, cover it up. She made him cover it up.
She should have.
I think it's hilarious. Like,
Good.
You're that.
Did
It's
you
that
cover
big
his
a
up?
deal. I don't have any.
That's someone else's significant other. I mean, that would be a big deal to me. Like, come on, man.
I think it's. I mean,
I don't.
Lindsay's flexing right now. Like,
I thought it was funny.
You're
I thought it was
thinking about
funny.
me.
Yeah, you're thinking about me. You've been together for 5 years. And you're only thinking about me on that ring finger.
He's with you, but he's really with me.
Well, I know. He said that she would ask him.
Yeah.
She would ask him every single day, like, "When are you going to get that covered up? When are you going to get that covered up?"
And he
finally,
still talks to you.
Yeah, well, I think she's
I don't
not
think she
too happy
knows,
to-
though.
Does she
I
know
don't
that
think
you
she
guys
knows.
talk?
I don't know.
Wait, okay, that's a whole
my business.
different conversation. She doesn't know that he still talks to you, and they've been together for 5 years.
All right.
Text-
6-0 Mets.
What's next?
6-0 Mets.
Oh, let me guess, her ex-boyfriend.
6-0 Mets.
100%.
We need to see the picture of this.
By the way, I got to be honest. Like,
8th inning, 6-0 Mets.
if I was dating somebody and they were talking to their ex regularly,
Yeah, don't do that.
no good.
I only
Again, like
talk to
Laura
my
said,
ex because I have a child with
Well,
her.
that's different.
Yeah, it's different. But I would
it's
not
a transaction.
speak to. Yes, it is a
Call that a red
transactional
flag.
relationship.
That's a red flag.
You think so?
I mean, people probably still be friends.
Hey,
it's not like we hang out.
It's what you want to do is what you want to do. I couldn't do it.
It's like he's gonna get traded back, like all those Gardo in uniforms you have, right? David Justice is coming back. I'll wear it one day.
David Justice.
LeBron's coming back to Cleveland.
I don't get the like. The
in other
reference.
words, like you're holding on. You're still thinking.
Oh
he's
no.
gonna come back.
Oh
Why? Yeah. You still talk to him every day.
Who said
Every
I talked
day?
to him every
Every
day?
day?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I've talked to him twice in the past 6 months. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, I thought you said you talked to him.
I mean, like, once in a while text each other, Merry Christmas. I don't know. Like, it's not like I'm, like, friends with him and I hang out with him. I moved to the other side of the country to get away from him.
And Paymon on Twitter says to me, on a first date, yes, I do have a tattoo. I have a tattoo of Vin Scully. Hey, where are you going? Like, it is a talking point. No matter what, it's a talking point. All right, what you got next?
All right, so Merriam-Webster has revealed 200 new words that they've added to the dictionary for the 2024 edition.
How many? 200?
200 new words.
There's too many words.
And it includes several slang words and terms beloved by Gen Z.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm going to ask you guys.
Skibbity.
That's not on the list
thank
yet.
God.
Not yet, but I'm sure it will be for 2025. Just going to ask you guys, what's your definition for these couple phrases here?
Oh, no.
Touch grass.
Get outside. Stop getting off. Get off your phone. Stop doing anything like that. Get off your phone and touch grass. Get outside.
All right, you got that one. You know what that? Like,
I
you've
got
heard
a
that,
12-year-old.
Beto?
Yeah, go outside.
Yeah.
Okay. How
I
about
use it.
how about FYP? You know what that means?
For your
Protection.
No.
For your person.
First.
Okay, so you don't know. It's for your page.
For your page.
And people use like
Oh,
FYP.
yeah.
For you
The
page.
hashtag.
Yes.
Oh, if you would have said hashtag FYP, then I know.
It's like
that
a
one.
TikTok thing, right?
It's not.
Wait, FYP is now a word.
Yes.
That's
In
ridiculous.
the dictionary.
It's stupid.
Yes.
Okay, next.
Shadow ban.
It's kind of like you're not talking to them.
Yeah, like you have friends, you're a part of a friend group, but you kind of like are pushing that friend out. You take them out of the group chat. You kind of shadow banning. You're not telling them they're out, but they're not really
Yeah,
in
it's like
anymore.
you're hiding from some or other users. It says like specifically to content in relation to social media, whatever, without the person's knowledge. Nepo baby, we've talked about that one. No, that one.
Oh, yeah, John's done plenty of that.
He loves to bring it up too.
And cash grab.
Cash grab.
Well, DeAndre could do that anytime he wants.
Oh my!
By the way, he's just gonna find the new Firefox, or was it Firefly back in Anaheim Hills? Was it Firefly, right?
Firefox.
Or was it Firefox?
Firefox in Anaheim.
There's a Firefly.
It's like
that's
bar
at Studio
around here.
City.
It's like the
Firefly's
nest in,
a bar
I did
too,
some
too.
good work back then.
It's like the nest.
It's easy to do good work in there.
Same thing. It's pretty much the same principle.
You weren't here the other day. Somebody came into the studio, and I said something about the nest, and that person said, "Ah!" DeAndre's like, "You're right, Beto."
Yeah.
And that person brought it up. Oh, it's such a good time there. And I'm like, DeAndre, you see what happened? Uh-huh.
Oh my!
Oh yeah.
Exactly. They'll give you all the money. They'll give you all the money they took from their husband and give it right to you.
So what is it? What was the term?
For you,
Cash
page?
grab.
Cash grab. Oh yeah, cash grab. Yeah, I don't know. Like you're just.
Is it like
you're
tag your
doing
sponsor?
something for the money. Basically, you're just throwing out. Like you work for a hat company because you want the money from the hat company. I don't know. Is that a cash grab?
I mean, it's like someone who's greedy.
Yeah.
You're doing it just for the money. That's it.
Oh.
Making money. No ethics involved whatsoever.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Check out my
That's just
Instagram,
some of
Beto
them.
Vision.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, how about we get into that on the other side?
Yeah.
We can do just that.
What, the Beto Vision Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
He's got a new social media content creator.
So save it. Bring it
Or
up
are you
next.
doing like that exclusive content thing?
Oh, you'll see. You'll see.
He's
you,
got a
You don't
story
know about
about
this yet?
No.
No. So then we'll
Okay,
tease it.
we'll
for
tease
the
that for next.
Yeah.
4:43 of the Southland. It is a live Imaging Tuesday. Sedano Kap, Bergman, and Beto sitting in. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. I was going to get mad about our dumb listeners, but I'm not. Because I love most of our listeners. And then the four of them that decide to complain about things. It's just hilarious. And yet listen 9 hours a day.
9.5. Blue
Or
Review,
today,
too.
even longer.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Anyway, more fun of our frivolity. We're going to find out about Beto's IG. What is his hustle? That's next on 710 ESPN.
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Kids, KARS, Cars for Kids, 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Mr. October? Ha! I'm Mr. Morongo. I hit home runs for good times. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Whether your ace is on the mound or in your hand, it's a win-win watching all of baseball's playoff games at Sideline Sports Bar.
Number 2.
Get a 1.79 quart terracotta pot when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 15th.
And the number 1 reason.
Yin Yang Twins, featuring Young Jock, live October 18th.
Morongo, good times.
It's the Disney Plus Blockbuster offer. For a limited time, get 3 months of Disney Plus for just $1.99 a month and watch huge hits like Inside Out 2.
Come on!
And Agatha All Along, streaming soon. Plus Bluey.
Yeah!
And Descendants The Rise of Red. Get 3 months of Disney Plus for just $1.99 a month. All of these and more, now streaming. 18 plus only. New and eligible returning subscribers only. After 3 months, Disney Plus Basic with ads, auto renews, then current monthly retail price $9.99 per month until canceled. Offer ends 9/27/24. Terms apply.
At the Home Depot, we know you can't control everything, like when your guests arrive too early for Saturday college football. But you can control your grill. With the Traeger Timberline XL, you can watch the game, not the grill. Monitor your football feast from anywhere using the Traeger app. With the Timberline XL, you can bake, smoke, sear, fry, and saute. That's Desmond Howard level versatility.
Huddle up, the food's done.
Defend your game time with Traeger and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Soldier boy, I'm in it. Why me crack it? Why me roll? Why me crack that soldier boy? That Superman? That why me crack that?
Remember 12 minutes in front of 5 o'clock. Well, this was for the May show?
Yeah, when he did it with the Clipper cheerleaders?
Yeah.
When he used to go on the Clipper plane?
With his dyed hair?
Oh.
Well, we need that video.
It's somewhere on our YouTube.
Oh, it's all over there.
And Mario
he's actually like doing. He's got the whole thing.
He's doing it on La Cienega.
That is like the definition of cringe, is watching Mason do the Soldier Boy.
Who was the PD at that time? Was that a Larry Gifford project?
It was the Mace show, so yeah, maybe.
Was it the Mace show?
I think it was Larry Gifford who fired Ireland.
Yeah.
So that was like, hey guys, here's the thing. Let's get rid of John Ireland, and then let's do the Mace show, and let's do this really fresh video.
Wait, Mason was by himself on a show for how long?
6 months.
6 months.
It was the great. They fired John. Larry Gifford goes out in the media, tells him how he's going to revolutionize the radio station.
The whole station was getting revolutionized.
Right. He was going to be number one in the market. Not number one talk, not number one sports, number one. He was going to be Big Boy and Rick Dees at the time, whatever. After they realized the Mace show wasn't going great, they hired... John got paid out, his severance and a year
6
on his
months.
contract. Then they hired John back. And how much do you think John asked for, probably?
So he probably got like double the money.
A lot
plus
more than he was getting before.
Getting fired.
Linz, the best part is, though, when they did that whole reboot, for 2 weeks we were dark, so we would just carry the network. So everybody was
We're
coming
stunting.
in. Yeah, everybody would come in to do like, okay, any ideas? With all these spitballing ideas. I was behind the scenes at that time. Let me just tell you, let me just show up and get paid to sit there and listen to these older white guys tell us about how L.A. and how they're going to change things up around here. And I'm like, looking at all the minorities in the room like, they ain't asking us a damn thing here. Like, let's see. Mason Damashek. Okay, there we go.
Dave Damashek.
Yeah, traffic reports. Traffic reports was going to push
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. It was like, okay,
we got rid
cool.
of those quickly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for 2 weeks, we just got paid to sit there and listen to meetings. And I'm like, okay, this is radio.
I'm surprised you never heard that story. You were on Mason, Ireland for what, a year and a half?
Well, Mason doesn't bring it up.
No, Ireland does constantly.
I do remember like Ireland bringing up how he knew that he was going to get fired and he didn't tell him. But I didn't know that Mason did a show by himself.
So
for
it was
6 months.
Mason and then friends. Mason. And then we
no.
were the Clipper station. That's why Mason did the dance with the Clipper girls, because they were good that year. So they were, and then Mason ended up on the charter when they would go to the playoffs in Denver. He was there. Mason was all clip to hip.
Oh yeah,
he was there.
He was a Charger fan at one point.
He was there.
I'm here. Everything.
Yeah, he was doing. Funchy was there. Funchy was there for part of those meetings.
Funchy has been here for 35 years.
Hey guys.
Yeah,
I think.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, Funchy, 35 years. Is that about what it is? Funch?
Yeah, we were
Get
there.
out.
No.
Yeah.
The Get Out. I still don't really understand what the Get Out was from, but
We need to play that back. He was telling a story about Reggie Bush's home invasion.
Oh.
And then instead, some people tried to rob Reggie Bush's house, and they came inside, and Reggie Bush, he didn't have a gun or a knife or a weapon or anything. He just yelled, "Get out!" And then they left.
that's all it took.
That's all it took, because they were really scared of Reggie Bush.
6-2 Mets in the 8th.
It's a little bit of a comeback. It's the top of the 8th. There's two
No, the
on,
Mets are
one
hitting.
out. No, the Mets are hitting? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so
Yeah.
bottom of the 8th.
Everything's working for them right now.
I don't have glasses on. I can't see, and I've been here since 5:45.
Oh,
so.
your eyes are red.
Yeah, I'm tired.
You got the Captain Red eyes going on.
Yeah. It's the lights, just like Cappy says. It's the lights.
Yeah, the lights
Is
are
that
bright.
why?
Right, so
Is that why
Beto.
you guys wear the glasses?
Yes, Linz.
Let's get into your new social media
much.
Oh,
manager.
yeah.
That's right.
All
Forgot
right,
about that.
so I'm in my mid-40s now, right?
Well, I just want to say, I start yesterday. I don't know how or why, but I saw your reel yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just saw, like, I didn't have the volume on. I just saw the pink, it was like pink type text across the screen. And I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. Because I was just reading it and I clicked on it and I was dying of laughter. So, go
this
on.
summer with my daughter, we were in Europe, and I was like, hey, she's telling me I need to do more reels because kids watch reels. So she's like, you need a TikTok. I was like, I hate that. I want to, if anything, I want to delete it. I used to be good at it, and I'm just so over it. So I don't want to do any reels because it takes a long time to get creative. I know there's different apps. I'm like, here, you do it.
CapCut and all those other.
CapCut, all that good stuff to find it. It's a whole thing. And I finally told her, like, you do it. So Tapatio sent me a box for Dia de los Muertos. Beautiful setup, fantastic. So I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. And then I told my daughter, like, can you make me a reel? Just make it. So she hustled me, and she's like, I'll charge you $20 to make this reel real quick. I'm like, all right, whatever. She's also in charge of my TikTok, which I told her to do it. So I'm paying her to be my social media.
$20.
Yeah.
You pay for everything for that child.
Yeah. But
She should just do it for free, but no, they don't do
No,
that.
the
They don't
He's
do that.
teaching her to
Kids.
work for her
That's
money.
That's what it is.
You
So-
tell these gutless.
This is why you don't have children.
Yeah. So this kid is good. Where
Little scumbag
No,
kids.
this is why you have children to work for you,
So
right?
what I'm teaching her, Linz, I'm like, look, there's jobs in social media. There's entire departments that you can find this stuff because she likes doing it. And what I told her was, if I'm going to hire you to do this, I want it done the way I want it done. So she's sassy with me. And if you watched our videos in Europe, she was popping off of me a lot. A lot of it is her acting, going over the top with it. And so we kind of go back and forth of like what she should say. I'm like, okay, tone it down here, tone it down there. So I told her to do a reel for me. So this is what it sounded like when she did the first one.
First tell her you sent her just the video of you opening.
So I recorded. She's like,
it's like an unboxing.
It was doing an unboxing. She's like, record this video looking like this, the different angles, all that stuff. So I sent it to her, and then I sent it to her, and here's what she made the first time, DeAndre.
So basically, he's too old and doesn't know how to edit and do voiceover, so he makes me do it. But here I got a package from Tapatio.
Yeah, right? So she's calling me old right away.
And you're like, no, don't do that.
No, mind you, Tapatio sent it to me. My good friends, the Savages. I'm like, I don't want them to think that we're mocking them with the kid calling me old and saying I don't know what's going on.
And Tapatio's for old people now.
Yeah, exactly. So I call her back. I'm like, yo, kid, if I'm paying you for this, clean it up, be professional, do it the right way. So here's what the second one sounded like.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that. But he can't open it and edit for his life because he's old. Open the box, jeez.
So she's 14.
She does it again, a second time.
Yeah, so I go and I call her up. I'm like, yo, Michaela, I need you to be professional. She's like, it's good, it's done, it's funny, it's going to hit, it's going to get you numbers. I'm like, no, I don't care about that. So she makes a third one, grudgingly.
So basically, bro's making me do this for the third time already. But he's too old to edit, and so I'll do it for him. We got a package from Tapatio, and open it, bro, open it. Bro.
So she's getting so mad. She's getting mad. So I called her up. I'm like, I can't do this. I was like, watch, I'm going to send this video. But that was just short versions of it. If you want the full one, go to my Instagram, Beto Vision, and you can hear it. I sent it to the people at Tapatio. I'm like, hey, check out what my daughter is doing. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to send you guys a clean version. I sent it to them. They're like, oh, my God, Beto is hilarious. Post this, please.
I thought it was hilarious.
All three of them?
No, the main one.
The one that he did post.
The one I did post where it's like the 30 seconds on reel. So I post Laker content, Dodger content, boxing, good stuff behind the scenes.
Right.
I've never gotten so many people tell me, this is your best work here. I'm getting roasted.
It's the best reel you've ever posted.
That's how it works. You get roasted and people love it.
I'm getting called bro by my 14-year-old punk kid, right? So I'm getting all this. I'm getting offended. I'm getting attacked. And then I realized the damn kid knows what she's talking about.
Yes, absolutely does. You're relatable now.
I don't like this.
That you're old?
No, because usually I'm the one picking on people. I don't like the one getting the bit has been turned around on me, Morales. I don't like this.
It's a bit spin.
I don't like it.
You know what it is. You actually have become old now.
Well,
that's
you are
exactly
old.
what happened.
Yeah, I am, but don't call me that. I mean, I look young compared to some of the people here, so I'm good.
I got a little great. I got it all throughout here too.
I'm 46. I feel good. I look good. All right.
I love the irony or whatever I guess you want to call it of your how old is she?
14.
14-year-old, same age as my nephew, like showing you how to social media and like being like, oh, he showed that too fast, so I couldn't read it, but whatever, let's move on.
So I had legit had a 30-minute argument with this kid about the videos and the length. I got a tutorial on how to actually properly do this. So I was like, just post it on my TikTok, everything else. And we had a good time with it. This morning, on the way to school, after I had to change the station, after Cappy's talking about mounting people and all this other stuff, she tells me that she's getting messages from people saying, because I posted her account, it's private, so don't even try to follow her, but people are saying, hey, are you interested in maybe doing this for me, this and that for me? So now she's like got maybe a little bit of a job and a career coming out of this.
You made her a business. Look, see, that's a good thing. You're actually helping your daughter.
So
that's great.
How many views did this get compared to your average reel? Like, did you get the notification that's
3
like,
times more.
Congratulations, this
Yes.
reached so many more people than normal.
I've never gotten that before.
Yep, that's right.
Like all the collaborations I've done that's why I'm not good at reels. She tells me all the time, your reels suck. They're not fun. They're not good. This and that. And I'm like, okay, post the content. So all the stuff that we did in Europe, I'm like, well, can I post this? She's like, no, nobody cares about what you did in the summer. It's about now. It's about being fresh, being in the moment. I'm like, DeAndre's like agreeing with her, huh?
Yeah.
I think the idea
Dynamite drop in there.
You need to like stick with the idea of like you doing the like having her do like voiceovers of your, you know what I mean? Like I think that's what's funny.
So just let her
stick
roast
with it.
me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not she didn't roast you. I mean,
she called me bro.
She did, but it was in a funny way. And I think that
I'm glad everybody else thinks it's funny.
Well, bruh, that's kind of in terms of an endearment at
No,
this point.
you don't call your dad bruh.
They call their friends, brother.
Call your
you're
punk
a
friends
friend.
no, I'm not your friend. I'm your dad.
Yeah,
Beto,
good
you
luck
could
with
go
that.
like totally viral if you could keep this going like this, like in that same tone of having her like narrate some of these voiceover videos.
But it
I
has
think
to
it's funny.
change. It can't be you're old every single
Well, no,
time.
I know, but
So
it's
she has
just
to, she has to build on
making
it.
fun of the fact that like he doesn't know how to social media. You know,
She says I'm bald. I'm like, no, I'm not bald.
You have plenty of hair. Where's the bald? I don't see the
I guess
ball.
the back of my head is bald because she sits in the back still. So she's you're losing
why
your
does she
head
sit in the back? She don't want to sit in the front with you?
Because she feels
You're
like
her chauffeur?
Yes.
Wait,
No,
what?
no.
What?
That's,
She
that
sits in the
doesn't
back
happen.
seat still?
Yeah, because she puts the
Is
seat.
she in a seat too? Like in one of
No,
those?
she's in a booster. She's like 5'8". She puts the seat all the way in the front and moves it up. That way she can extend her feet out.
Oh, she's no way, Riley is going in the back seat. She is sitting in the front. I am not her driver. She sits in the front with me.
Man, my
100%.
nephew couldn't wait to sit in the front seat. Like he hated sitting in the back.
No,
Little kid,
I'm
you
not
know?
your Uber driver. Sorry. If you're okay with that, that's cool for you, but no way. There's no way in hell that's happening.
Yeah, I'm the Uber.
Yeah, you are. All right, I'm glad Morales is here because he's already talked about this a bunch today, but he's going to have to do it
About
one more
Ron the
time.
Caddy's Instagram?
No, we're going to talk about
Did you see his Insta story yesterday?
Oh, yesterday? What?
Or maybe 2 days ago.
Oh, when he was caddying with James Loney?
No, before that, he posted a video that I was like, really? We'll talk. Well, actually, we can't talk about it, but I'm just saying.
Is that at the golf course that really does not like me?
No. He was at El Caballero yesterday.
Oh,
He
okay,
caddied-
okay.
He
It
actually
wasn't
caddied for
the,
James Loney yesterday.
It wasn't at that one place where the
Hillcrest?
Hall of Fame
Oh,
was?
yeah, Hillcrest.
Oh, yeah. No.
No, Hillcrest was set up by your people.
Oh,
Hillcrest is
that's
pro.
the one that likes.
Yeah, that one likes you.
Oh, that one likes me. It's the other one.
Yeah.
Was that L.A. whatever it is?
CC.
LACC.
Yeah,
it
they're not
doesn't-
big
no,
on
no,
that.
they don't like it. It's
Well,
like
we don't like them.
go to Idaho, right above Ireland.
I like that. 5 o'clock at ESPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station, live Imaging Tuesday. Real Dodgers Talk Playoff Tuesday. We'll keep getting you ready right here. Sedano Kap, Beto, and Bergman on 710.
Don't miss. Go.
It's T-Rock.
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Visit realfathersrights.com or call 951-482-7517. Let's do it. 5 o'clock in the Southland. 30 minutes of nonstop Sedano and Kap starts now.
You ready for this?
And time for the Real Father's Rights 5 o'clock hour on 710 ESPN. Let's do it, Jack.
5:02, good afternoon. Thank you. Sedano and Kap is on. Beto and Bergman sitting in on this Real Dodgers Talk Playoff Tuesday. And our 30 minutes nonstop brought to you by Real Father's Rights. As we get you ready for Dodgers-Padres Game 3 tonight. 6:08 first pitch. Coming up at 6 p.m., Andy Kamenetsky, Marcus Grant. They'll be with you during the game for live reaction. You can get into that YouTube chat, react live. Make us your second screen. Listen to our talk and our reaction. And you could call 877-710-ESPN. In fact, we got a guest coming up. Mario Soto is coming up at 5:15. I'm actually looking forward to this. Not that I don't look forward to all guests, but, I'm looking forward to this conversation. But before then,
I know how much you really look forward to guests.
I do.
I don't.
I mean, some guests I get excited for, but others put me to sleep. Anyway, 877-710-ESPN. Maybe we'll bang a few phone calls in before 5:15. Tell us why Dave is going to do it again tonight, or maybe he's not. He's going to reverse fate and take the Dodgers to the next series, or if you're on your way to San Diego, or maybe you're there. and you spotted Cappy and Clinton Yates in the parking lot at Petco Park.
No, Cappy said he's not going.
Oh, he's not?
Yeah, he's not going tonight.
He always says that, but then he gets sucked in.
Yeah,
so
he's not doing anything. He can go.
He's with Clinton. They drove down together, so he can just go there to the game and go in.
He said he wasn't going on the Cappy cast, that he wasn't going to be anywhere around that. Actually, his entire show said they weren't going to be around there.
Well, they're above it.
They're too big for Petco Park.
Well, they're like CY. Hey, I can't walk around. I'm on TV.
They might know who I am. That's a big deal. That's a big deal down there. But you were talking about Dave Roberts, and I do actually want to talk about it a little bit. I know that it is done so often, but it is something that has to be talked about at some point. Again, what happens if they lose this game and they lose this series? I know how Morales feels. I don't actually know how you feel, Beto, because I feel differently about Dave Roberts now than I did probably before the series started.
Is he pitching?
No.
Is he in a slump? No. Does he have the starting lineup that he was told he was going to have in spring training? No. The thing about Dave Roberts, if they whimper and go out bad in the next 2 games, then by all means, you're done. You're battling right now. That's what you want to have. You have a team that, you were the number 1 spot because you had the best record. Who got you there to the best record? The piecing everything together. So Dave Roberts, I know you can't just make change for change's sake. Who is going to be the replacement there? You have to look at the front office. Who did not give them the arms at the trade deadline as the Mets win 7-2? Who did not give them the opportunity for new rotation, for a new pen? That's the front office. Dave Roberts is going to take the fall. Is he? Yes. But it's not like this is a team that has tuned him out. It's not like this is a team that doesn't listen to him. These guys are highly motivated multimillionaires who know what it takes to get to where they're at. Is it going to be Dave Roberts managing bad this next couple games? If he does that, then by all means.
Yes.
But you don't have the guy you signed in the offseason who was supposed to be your big money starting ace. Where's he at? Hurt. The Japanese pitcher you brought in, hurt, right?
He's pitching. I mean, he pitched on Saturday. He was tipping pitches as what, at least that's what they're saying. But no matter what, Dave Roberts has not done anything wrong in this series specifically. That was always my credential for me, was that what does he do in this series? Does he actually manage the correct way and have the right and make the right decisions at the right time? Those gut decisions, because in the past the gut decisions did not work out well. Leaving Lance in for 4 home runs in a row, that was absolutely inexcusable.
Yes, absolutely.
And was a complete disaster.
Yep.
A lot of the things that went down in that series were wrong. This one, he has not done. He was perfect in game 1, and he really couldn't do anything about game 2. There was no wrong decisions, except for the fact that he used guys out of his pen like Edgardo Henriquez and Michael Grove, and they went to pitchers that you don't use in high leverage situations. So he did it the right way. I don't think he's done anything wrong. Now, that being said, if he loses, and you lose 3 times in 3 years to 3 divisions opponent in the first round, you are probably being fired.
If you were going to fire him, you should have done it a couple years ago.
You should have done it last year.
You should have done it last year or a few years ago when he looked like he was in over his head. That's when you should have done it. But as he's progressed and more time with the Dodgers, he's trying to manage 26 different egos of trying to get everybody to buy in on that. And that is extremely hard, especially here in LA with so many people criticizing every single move. So it's hard for you to go and say Dave Roberts is the man to blame when he doesn't have the lineup that he was told.
The other side of the argument, and by the way, the lineup is basically the same. No Glasnow, I completely understand. But your batting order is still the same batting order that is one of the best, if not the best, in all of baseball. It's deeper than it has been all year. This is at a perfect time for this batting order. But when Mookie Betts, if he actually hits and shows that he can be that MVP type player, that's a whole nother story. But the batting order is fine. No Glasnow is really the only one. You brought in Jack Flaherty. You brought in Yamamoto. They both pitched. Flaherty pitched well. You got Buehler back, and if he pitches well tonight, you have no say over that part too. So it's not about the roster for me. I think the roster is fine. For what he's putting out there, it's still one of the best rosters in all of baseball. And Morales, when he destroyed that bobblehead, that's when they should have gotten rid of him. And there's going to be fans like Morales, they're going to want him out.
There's another bobblehead right there waiting.
And it has a hammer right next to it, too.
It's a mallet.
The mallet. Spring training, right? That mallet?
Yeah.
Been all season long. If you're going to fire him, then do it. Just what are you going to replace him with?
You can go after like Skip Schumacher. You can, so this is I actually want to have this conversation with you because you know baseball better than most people in
Skip
this state.
Schumacher?
No, because he did a great job in
he got him to the playoffs
in Florida.
Yeah,
got him to the playoffs. That's a bad team to bring to the playoffs. He's been here before. It's not about who the manager is.
Correct.
It doesn't matter anymore.
So then why fire him if it doesn't matter?
Because it becomes that's where I went into it before the series started. What are his gut decisions in the playoffs? And at some point, if he makes all the right gut decisions moves and they still lose in the first round, maybe it's time you just need a new voice. And that's what it meant. You can move him up to the front office. You can do whatever you want to do.
Mason plan, move him up to the front office.
Look, which I totally understand, by the way. The Mason plan, that actually makes sense to me. But if they lose in the first round again, it might just be a new voice is what's needed.
You lose in the first round with Freddie, who's banged up. Mookie, who's not Mookie.
I mean, that's baseball. People are going to be banged up at times.
Yeah. But then...
Look what's going on with the Phillies. They have the second best record, and they're down 2-1 and getting beat up by Sean Manaea.
Yeah, and they lost. So the Phillies are now down.
Yep, they're down 2-1.
2-1. And that's what happened.
They went to the World Series.
So the teams with the best records in the National League are possibly going to be down 2-1 tonight.
Yep. And it's a 1-1 series in all 4 series. It's not just the Dodgers this year, but no matter what, and also there's no team from the NL that has gone to the NLCS after having a bye in the first round. It just hasn't happened yet.
I'm more of if Dave Roberts had a healthy lineup, if he had a healthy squad, then you go. But you're going to fire him. What did he do wrong?
So that's where I'm at. Is that I was like I'm telling you. I wanted to see what he did in this playoff series to really show me what it's going to be. He has done.
So he's managing for his career right now.
Yes, he is.
For his
100% managing for his Dodger. I think he knows it too, because the expectations you put in $1 billion, and the only one of the players that had that $1 billion that's not actually with you right now is Tyler Glasnow, and you knew with Tyler Glasnow when he was coming in that he does not finish seasons.
No, he doesn't throw that many innings. That's why I was so surprised when they gave him all that money for a dude who wasn't your number one guy. The guy who was not expected to throw that many innings, because if you had to go, remember they were shutting him down early in the year because they just wanted to give him that rest because they were worried about him. Like, yeah, there was some concern with like the injury, but it was also more of, we got to make sure that he has enough bullets left in the arm for the end of the season. Well, you never even got him.
You never got him. Yeah, he didn't even come back for the end of the season. He tried to come back. He was bad, and they just got hurt again. That's just who he is. It was a bad signing. But that's the type of signing that Andrew.
But you have to go do it.
You have to go do it because when you get Shohei Ohtani, we said this at the beginning of the year. When you go out and get Shohei Ohtani and get $700 million, you do whatever you possibly can to make your roster the best roster you can possibly have. And so you put in that $700 million. You go get Yamamoto for $300 million. You go get Tyler Glasnow. You pay that $1 billion to give you the best chance possible to win the World Series and not have the issues of the past. They went out and got Jack Flaherty because they needed Jack Flaherty. They needed another pitcher. You can't, the excuse of, they don't have all their guys or they're injured or whatever happens to be, that is not an excuse this year. I do not see that as an excuse in the slightest.
If they get smoked tonight, tomorrow morning Morales just break the bobblehead. If they get...
No, he'll wait till Friday.
No, you might as well do it, because if they don't show up today, that's on the manager right there. If you get, as Cappy would say, boat raced, or he would say
motorboated.
That's what it is. But you just need to have a player like Mookie Betts. Last time he got a hit was 2022 in the NLDS. So you need to have Mookie play. And Mookie is what we do with superstars is we overanalyze everything. We go and find every single nugget that we could possibly have, because when you're a guy who people talk about as a potential MVP candidate, and then you look at your numbers, you're like, whoa, how many? What are you betting? What are you doing? Because Shohei is performing.
Yep.
Shohei.
Well, he struck out 3 times on Sunday.
Did he hit a home run?
No, not on Sunday.
Oh, in game 1?
He did. Well, no, he was great on Saturday. I have no problem with Shohei. Yeah. I'm just saying, Darvish shut down everybody. He shut down Shohei. He shut down Mookie. He shut down Freddie before he left. He shut down everybody.
That's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a stud and get after it. And that's where tonight you need to have a guy like Mookie Betts show up and get after it. In like the story that they wrote in The Athletic about him, how he had 400 hacks he was taking in the velo. You're looking at this like, is he trying too much? Is he trying to do too much for him? It's because, he did win the World Series with him, right?
2020.
He performed. Got after it.
They won because of him.
Absolutely. I was there in Texas, and you're like, okay, who's the guy that just pops off the grass right now? Who's the guy that just showing out? And that was Mookie Betts. But right now, if you're watching a Dodger game, do you have any confidence in Mookie Betts?
Right now, yes, I do.
You do.
See, I'm very much different than everybody else when it comes to Mookie Betts, and we're going to talk to Mario Soto here in just a minute, and he'll tell us about kind of the psyche of Mookie Betts. But at the same time, I believe in Mookie Betts. I saw what happened on Saturday where he had 3 walks. He was on base 3 times. That's not nothing. I understand that 2 of them were intentional walks.
Yeah.
He was on base 3 times. The Padres and Dylan Cease saw that. I'm going to walk you because you will beat me. I'm going to go to Freddie Freeman. Now, Freddie did hit him. They did get a hit, but either way, they did not want to pitch to him right there. He was on base 3 times. He had a home run that was stolen from him on Sunday. If that ball drops, which it would have 9 times out of 10 would have dropped, the whole narrative around him changed. Now, he knows that it's not, doesn't matter. He didn't hit the home run, but I believe in Mookie Betts. I think he's actually having I take away everything from the last 2 years and look at just this year.
I'm right there with you because you can have numbers that skew so many different ways and so many different opportunities, especially in this day and age where you have every single piece of data for you. And sometimes you can just go over the top with the data, and then you have so much to download and you just forget it. It's real simple. See the ball, hit the ball.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do sometimes.
Just clear your mind. And, someone that would actually know about Mookie Betts' mind is your buddy Mario Soto. Why don't you tell us a little bit about
Mario Soto is a sports psychologist based in Southern California. He works with a lot of professional athletes in all sports, also works with a lot of law enforcement. I met him. I've been following him for a while. He works with Cal State Long Beach, CSUN, and then he's a disciple of the late, great sports psychologist Ken Revisa, who worked with a lot of athletes over the years. And Mario actually came to my friend Ricky Romero's baseball camp last year. We do at East LA, and he spoke to a lot of high school players. I'm listening to him, I'm like, this is fascinating. So when the story was written in The Athletic today about Mookie, because Mookie met with the sports psychologist yesterday on the field at Petco, and immediately I asked Mario, what do you think about this? And I was like, Greg, we got to bring him on because you and I can yammer back and forth about what's going on in the mind of Mookie. We don't know. It's a trained sports psychologist. Let's get him on.
So, Mario, what's going on? It's Greg Bergman here with Beto, Durán, and you weren't talking to Mookie Betts, right? That wasn't you?
No, it was not. It was not.
All right.
Although I kind of know what I would tell him.
Oh, so what would that be?
It's kind of common. I was listening to the lead-in. I was hearing you guys, kind of go at it a little bit. And everything is heightened right now. There isn't anybody who wants to go out there during the playoffs and lay an egg. And I think sometimes the expectations that are put on these guys who are human beings, but yeah, they're kind of special in our eyes. They're pro athletes. Sometimes the expectation gets larger than the moment. And so the advice I would have given to Mookie, and again, Beto, you said this, bring the smile again, bring that joy, bring that childlike play. You got to block out the noise. I kind of have a funny feeling that the sideline stuff that's going on, the antics, the Major League Baseball looking at Shohei's bat throwing, the Machado, the ball toss, all this stuff. I think at some point it helps them to kind of get the train on the track and get dialed in.
So that's
somebody as talented as Mookie is. It's a matter of when, not if. And he has to remind himself of that, so he can block out the noise and let that be part of his preparation. Whether it's, I'm sitting in the corner and I'm visualizing by myself, or I'm kind of daydreaming, or I'm going around and I'm jogging with some music and I'm adding some self-talk to say, I'm the dude. I'm the dude. This is just a blip.
Yeah. So
all those things are part of the buffet that you need to choose from based on what you have an appetite for in that moment.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I didn't think about it that way, about how all this sideline stuff could actually help him out. But I saw that yesterday he took 300 to 400 swings against the velo machine yesterday. And is that going overboard for Mookie? Is he too far into his head? And how would you actually tell him, hey, get out of this?
Man, that's a great question because everyone's a little different, right? Some guys are grinders, and I want to take more swings. That's a hell of a lot of swings of the bat. And yes, what is analytics? Analytics is just data. And unfortunately, we've become drunk on analytical data. And you need an interpreter to pull all the gold out of it, to then share that with the player. so that then they can process it and make it theirs. I think that's too much. But he's a pro. I would have said, don't change anything. Just bring your confidence. Because if you bring that swagger to the bat or into the box, along with his talent, again, it's a numbers game. It's a matter of when, not if. Now, if he starts overdoing it and he starts getting way into his head more so than maybe where he is, yeah, he's going to struggle some more.
Mario Soto,
he's too talented a player.
Mario Soto, sports psychologist. Yes, just reset. Mario Soto, sports psychologist, with us. He works with a lot of professional athletes. I love hearing from you, Mario, because right now in the playoffs, we members of the media are asking so many questions. And what are we going to do? We're going to go point out to the one thing that always stands out: the fact that Mookie is struggling.
Yeah.
And you work with a lot of different players. When you're in the box facing a dude throwing 199 at you, right? You can't think about what you've done in the past. Because earlier today, when I was texting with you, you said you have to look forward. Okay, but how do you look forward without thinking about the past?
But that's the job. That's what the demands of the game at the highest level. Listen, even if I'm working with a college kid, and I'm going to give you a wonderful example. I was at a college scrimmage with a kid. The coach came up to me and says, "I need for you to work with this kid." I'm not going to mention who he is, but he had a little bit of what we would call yips, but it's not the traditional yips. This guy would turn around, and I guess he had some legit stuff, and he did. I got a chance to see it. But when he got so far in his head and sped up, a guy was throwing up on the side of the bump. And all of that was just nerves. All of that was the progression of, and I'll say the spiraling of who I used to be and trying to get back to. And then allowing those nerves, because I'm not doing that well, to just manifest. And then next thing you know, you can't, you're on the bump, you can't hit the mascot, let alone find the glove. And so we got to learn how to be able to remind ourselves it's 0-0. Yeah, it is the playoffs, but you got to treat it like it's a scrimmage or it's another home game at Dodger Stadium. You cannot think of it as this big event, because if you allow the big event to become bigger and overwhelm you, now you shrink in the moment. And so the little bit of, I don't know if you want to call it a mind trick, but you have to discipline yourself to visualize you being the guy and minimizing the moment, whether it's Game 7 of the World Series, where it's literally just it's a league game, interleague play. It doesn't matter. Little league play. You have to always be bigger than the moment so you can take advantage of it and start seeing the ball the way a dude does.
So what do you do when a guy like Mookie Betts hears you and he's listening? I know that you weren't talking to him, but if they hear you and they hear you saying all these things and they come back and they say, that's easier said than done. I'm so far deep in my head, and I hear what you're saying, but I just can't get out of that mindset. What is it? How do you get around that, and what do you do to make them kind of even them out a little bit?
Well, first thing, I slap some sense into him.
Just slap him across the face.
I'm like, dude, you don't ever use the word can't around me. That's a 4-letter word, doesn't work. And I'm going to call BS here because you have done it. You're arguably one of the most clutch players who's ever played the game. I mean, am I lying to you? No. And so I start to invalidate maybe what he's thinking to then present a portrait of reality rooted in the success that he has had. So to go back to the idea, all right, I don't want to live where I was. Well, the problem with that is you're only looking at one perspective, and that is where you were when you struggled and didn't get the outcome you wanted. All right, let's pull the car over off the proverbial road, and let's now look at the other landscape. This is where you were crushing it. This is where you had success, and you were dominating, and the ball grew the size of a basketball. And no matter what they threw, you saw the spinning, you saw which way it was going. You could see it before it came out of the pitcher's hands. When you start going back into that mental zone and it starts having a little watershed moment into your body, there becomes a chemical change. Your heart rate slows down, the adrenaline is that feeling that's just right, just enough, and now you're smashing the ball. So I heard Poppy giving some suggestions on one of the pre-games, and I was laughing because he was saying, my guy, just bring your smile. Now, when you start thinking about who you are and what you're capable of doing, and you start reminding yourself of that versus, my God, I'm struggling. I can't get out of this deep quicksand that I'm stuck in. No, it's perspective. Not just go out there and just hack away. Because again, this is the numbers game. It's a matter of when. Just give me one hit, and now we start with the momentum. We start with building a pattern of success again. And it just takes one.
Mario Soto, sports psychologist with us. Mario, okay, how about from a team perspective? In Sports Talk Radio, we go back and forth. Who's the pressure on? All right, give me the professional. Who's the pressure on, Dodgers or the Padres?
This is going to be an apolitical answer.
Let's go.
Because nobody. Listen, I don't believe in home field advantage because the Dodgers aren't going to show up and go to San Diego and say, oh well, listen, the home field they're up 2-0 at the start of the start of the game. No, you go in there to win. You prepare for the win. So if you want to play I got the chip on my shoulder card, that's great. If it works for you, fantastic. Let's go grind it out. Let's go beat them in their home field. If they do, obviously momentum goes back with LA. But at this point, literally, they're tied 1-1. It's 0-0. I think the people who score first and score again, if there's a cluster of runs, that's the team that has the advantage. Because they're going to start stepping on people's throats, and it's going to be hard to come back from that. That's my opinion.
So in other words, the Dodgers need to score first.
Yeah, they do.
So top of the first, they have to put up runs, otherwise they're basically done, is what you're saying?
Well, and think about that. If they do, there's going to be a loud and boisterous energy and a contagious energy that you want in the dugout, that then it starts spreading. That's a good feeling. You people want to bottle that.
See, that's what I've never understood, Doc. Do I call you Doc? Do I call you Mario? Whatever you want to call me.
All of it.
Either way.
Either one.
Right.
Either one.
That's what I don't understand is that people, like fans like us, we look at it like, oh, the Dodgers have no energy. They have no energy. They're just not getting hits. Like when they had a ton of energy on Saturday when they were winning 7-5, but when they're down 10-2, you don't have a lot of energy. Do you actually believe in that whole thing of the energy in the building and in the dugout?
So how do you come back from a 10-2 deficit if you don't play with consistent energy? I mean, if you're going to literally be an emotional roller coaster from the highs and lows of the game, then that is probably a measurement, almost like an EKG, of how inconsistent you are either on the bump or when you're in the batter's box. So the discipline of a great pro player is to be emotionally calm. Chill. And there's a difference, I tell people, between passion and emotion. And you especially see it with Latin players, but at this time, everyone is a little up and amped. And you want to be, because that's why we love this game. That's why we tune into these rivalries. But you got to learn how to be able to dial it back. Because if your emotions go into what I call that red zone area, sometimes it's hard to recover from the red zone. It's almost like an engine. You're revving it up and you're driving at 7,000 RPMs, assuming you don't have an electric car. If you're going that hard, something's going to blow. And in the world of human performance, it is really hard to recover and get back to that perfect space of, okay, I'm back in, I can see things clearly, and I'm making good sound decisions. Because when you see guys breaking bats and throwing helmets and all that other stuff, it normally takes them about an inning or so to get back to where they need to be.
That's right.
Mario Sports Talk is
say,
where you want to follow it. Instagram, Mario Sports Talk. He posts a lot of good stuff up there, great content. He works with a lot of different people. This is look, we mess around a lot on the station, Doc, but you brought us back, man. This was good.
I understand why you are a sports doctor. I get why you can help get into people's heads. I might need you myself after a bad day around here. I might just want to talk to you for a moment.
You just need him in general. His Instagram, Mario Sports Talk. You can definitely do a lot of things for yourself right there just by looking at some of the posts, man. It was great.
I appreciate you guys. This was fun.
Right.
Thank you.
Doc.
And hey, let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's go Dodgers. That's all I want to
score first.
And hopefully Mookie Betts just goes big today. So thank you very much, Doc. That was great. Nice choice there, Beto.
Yeah.
That was a really good choice to bring him on.
Yeah, he was. You listen to him, you're very calm, his demeanor, but then it's just so good. So Mario Sports Talk is where you want to follow him on Instagram. Great stuff.
And he has an answer for everything. I thought that was fantastic. I hope everybody enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But coming up next, big deal or no deal.
Score
Lindsay
first.
Baseball
Score
got
first.
us next.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN.
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
Handling insurance claims. So let me tell you something. I've been working with Avner and his team for a while. I can tell you this. Avner Gatt has a dynamic team that's highly effective and successful because these folks come from a very diverse background in the insurance industry. For example, some of them used to work for insurance companies before they joined Avner's team. Yes, they actually chose to switch sides when they realized the effectiveness of Avner's team's work. Some of them used to be in the restoration business, rebuilding homes after disasters. Some of them used to be in the contents handling business, moving homeowners' belongings to a safe place for restoration and storage. Some of them were experts in hazardous materials handling, like asbestos and lead testing. That was their daily work. And some of them were members of law firms handling bad faith claims and general business disputes. You see, diversification is the name of the game. When you are represented by Avner Gatt's team, you have the entire team's experience and know-how by your side. No one, and I mean no one, messes with Avner Gatt and his team. So call Avner Gatt right now. 818-917-5256. 818-917-5256. That's AvnerGatt.com. AVNERGAT. AvnerGatt.com. When you call him directly, Avner Gatt and his family, they take the calls themselves. Avner Gatt says, hello.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
5:34.
At home.
Sedano Kap. Beto and Bergman in here. Oh, this day in 1988, the number one hit, Def Leppard. Love Bites. Well,
it can.
Do you ever bite?
Does she?
Also, happy birthday. Nick Cannon is 44. Got 44 kids too. And Chevy Chase.
True.
Chevy Chase turns 81. Oh,
wow.
my.
Jeez. That's a good drop.
That is a good drop.
This is a good drop.
Well, that was a drop. That wasn't real.
No. Let's do it. Big deal or no deal time. Take it away, please.
Thanks, Nizame. That's what your. I was matching your energy level there. That's what
Well, I think my energy's fine. I just kind of.
No, you know what I meant. You know what I mean. Anyway.
Not gonna lie, I could use a pizza here.
Not gonna lie, you've been working 18 hours.
Don't do it. Don't eat the pizza.
Yeah,
No,
don't
you
eat
need
the pizza.
No,
You're gonna carb crash.
It would taste really good.
Yeah.
It tastes really good, D. You know what I mean?
Oh, my.
Go ahead, Linz.
All right, so a bipartisan group of 14 attorney generals from all across the country filed lawsuits today against TikTok, alleging that the platform has addicted young people and harmed their mental health. The lawsuits take issue with various elements of the TikTok platform, including the endless scrolling feed of content, the TikTok challenge videos that sometimes encourage young people to engage in risky behavior, and, of course, the algorithm that we all seem to find problematic because we just can't get enough of it. So this is the first time that TikTok has been sued by a branch of government. Do you guys think that this is a big deal or no deal?
Who goes first?
Greg, you go first.
I think it's no deal. This is something that has probably gone to Congress or court or whatever it happens to be many, many times before. They probably did it with Facebook. They did it with Instagram. They probably did it with Twitter. They probably did with every type of social media. It's all endless scrolling. TikTok is not the only thing that is endless scrolling. And basically, Instagram and TikTok are kind of the same thing. Even YouTube
TikTok's way worse.
Yeah, but even YouTube has reels that you can just endlessly scroll. So if you're going to go after TikTok, you're going to have to go after every single type of social media, and you will lose. So I don't think it's a no deal.
You will lose.
You will lose, sir.
No deal, because these are politicians who probably have no clue what TikTok is.
Yep.
They
lose.
They don't
TikTok
Good
thing.
day, sir. I mean, I even spelled TikTok yesterday TICK, and then I got yelled at by my kids like, you spelled it wrong. So it's when the politicians get involved, they're usually making a name for themselves. If that's the case, then really shut it down. But it is dangerous. It is addicting, because how many kids have we seen that died because they're doing a stupid challenge, whether it's trying to outrun a train or the Tide Pod or whatever it is.
The milk crate challenge.
Yeah, all that. Well, the milk crate was Mason would have hurt himself there.
Yeah.
But it's also just back to the parent of making sure you know what the kid's doing. And yeah, my kid's on it, but I'm also on there where I'm like, what are you following? What are you looking at? What are you doing? So you can't just let them do stuff. And she has it, but she doesn't post anything on it. And I'm okay with that part, but it's like the kids that are constantly doing the dances, everything else. I saw a video the other day, speaking of the algorithms, of a kid shot a free throw, an important part, junior high kid, and he did a TikTok dance at the free throw line, and he missed the shot, and the team ended up losing. And it was like, oh, so fun, because he did the dance at a basketball game. I mean, it's like you forget about what's going on.
Yeah, all of those are going to be like that. What's next, Lindsay?
Well, that I just want to say, I forget which country it is, but one of the European countries has TikTok. The way that TikTok is set up to run, like I guess by law in that country, is you have to watch X amount of like educational or informative TikToks before for every like non-educational time.
Interesting.
That's actually interesting. So like every
I feel
10,
like that would not hurt.
It would be you can't scroll past it. Like you do,
Right,
you
like-
do 10. There's an educational one that you can't scroll past. It's like an ad.
Correct. And then like the ones that are the ones that are educational, informative, whatever, are like whitelisted for everybody to watch whenever, and you can only unlock the other ones or watch the other ones after you've fulfilled. Like you got to watch 10 minutes of the educational stuff before you can get 10 minutes of the fun, weird challenges and all that kind
Here's
of stuff.
how you drive on the freeway and let people merge
Yeah.
video. That's when you
Yeah.
need to watch that first.
Late merge.
Late
merge.
Oh yeah, late zipper merging. It is a thing.
Zipper merging
Don't
is
even
a
get me
thing.
started on that.
We've had too many conversations around that. All right, what's next?
All right, next one here. Hold on, stand by. Lost my page here. Stand by, standing by.
It's all right.
Do.
Hi, DeAndre.
You doing
Oh
good?
my.
All right, guys. So we haven't got to talk NFL today really at all because there's a lot going on. with
Dodgers,
Padres.
What
big
else?
deal.
What do we care about Aaron Rodgers or who's he play for?
The Jets.
Okay, yeah.
And Robert Saleh got fired.
Oh, he
today.
got fired?
He got fired today.
Oh,
And Siciliano did this whole video, one of his walking on the beach videos, where he's so arrogantly saying, "If you think Aaron Rodgers got Robert Saleh fired, you don't know football."
Oh, come on now.
Come
on now.
Wait, he really did that?
Yeah, that.
Who's
look at his
the
Instagram.
Jets owner? Woody something or other?
Woody Johnson.
Woody Johnson.
Procter
yeah.
and Gamble, right?
He said that
Johnson
he was,
and Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that guy.
He said that he was talking. He went to dinner with Aaron Rodgers yesterday, and they were just talking, but they weren't talking about Robert Saleh.
No.
Yet he still gets fired directly the first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm sure they had no conversation around.
Andrew,
him
why don't you stick
whatsoever.
to play-by-play, homie?
Yeah. Keep going. Go to Cleveland
for your brownies.
That's like LeBron and JJ. They were doing a podcast, but the coaching stuff never came up.
Never, not once, ever.
Okay, well, my NFL related question is: I saw this stat in relation to the Rams and their 1-4 start. Since 1970, 15 teams out of the 253 teams that started 1-4 made the playoffs. Only 15 of 253 teams made the playoffs after starting 1-4. And the most recent one was Washington back in 2020, and that was the first year that the playoffs expanded to 14 teams.
Yeah, the Chargers before that.
Right.
The Bolts, baby.
So
Chargers went 0-4 in like 1992. Yeah.
for you guys, stats, numbers, and past and future predictions in regards to the Rams and their 1-4 start, do you think that this is a big deal or no deal? Beto, you go first.
No deal because the Rams are not good right now. They're banged up. They have so many missing players. And, if you listen to Travis and DeMarco this morning, there was a lot of Rams talk. And the situation is going to be very dire pretty soon when the trade deadline comes up. And I mean, NFL, there are not
After
many
week
trades.
7, I
Yeah,
believe.
it's right around I think the first week of November. But there's not many trades that go on in the NFL. But if you have the Rams, you have some pieces, guys, to move them, get more opportunity to get some draft picks. It might be time to just turn and say, all right, Matthew Stafford, what kind of quarterbacks do we have available coming up out of the draft?
Yeah, it's no deal. I also don't believe that this team is. It's not. You have to go year by year. Last year when they started off 3-6 and they got 10 wins, that's not something that happens every single year. That was an anomaly what happened last year. So I'm pretty sure that's it's not going to be the same thing this year. At 1-4 with their offensive line still pretty banged up, no Steve Avila, to having if Cooper Kupp even comes back, not the same guy he was. Puka Nacua not coming back the same guy he was. You're just putting
It's gonna be
yourself.
too late if they do
it's
come back.
way too late at that point. So I don't think that's happening.
Rams House on the YouTube chat. Don't sleep on this year's Rams, bro. A dormir, man.
Look, I don't think they're going to beat the Niners
sleeping,
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
They're a fake punt away from being 0-5.
Yeah, and they very well could. And they're going to have to face the Niners again in a couple weeks.
Only
That's
2 games
not gonna
back.
go.
Yeah.
That's not going to go well for them.
Could be 4 quick.
Is that it?
That's it for Big Deal or No Deal.
All right. Is it brought to you by anything or
No.
No. Okay. All right.
Brought to you by Little D over there, or Young D.
Young D.
Get it right.
He's so scared to talk today. He just
I know.
laughs.
I know. It's because he's afraid after he said something about me yesterday that he doesn't want to actually admit to.
Oh, you
A little
called
bit
him?
earlier. Yeah, earlier. He was calling in the back in the bullpen was calling me
I don't know what
things.
you're talking about.
You called him that?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what he's
yeah.
talking
Oh, I thought they told you to say that to him.
No, you called him that.
You
he
called him that.
called me that.
Wow.
Straight up called me that. Yeah.
Wow. What's wrong with
Honky
you?
tonk
You
woman.
think you know a guy. You think you know a guy.
Somebody's got job security, huh? Must be
Yeah,
nice.
Apparently. Jeez.
Wow.
Well, never mind.
All right, Dealer's Choice is coming up next, Morales.
Yes, and we'll get you ready. A few minutes until first pitch, 6:08 p.m. Dodgers-Padres Game 3 at Petco Park in San Diego. Coming up at 6 o'clock, Andy Kamenetsky and Marcus Grant have you covered. They will do the second screen thing. What are you saying, DeAndre? Did I say something wrong?
Did you say DeMarcus?
No, I said Marcus.
See, this keeps happening. And Marcus sounds like DeMarcus.
Hey, why don't you worry about running the board in there? Not worry about what I'm doing. Worry about what you're doing.
Hey, Ron the Caddy says, take some calls. Yeah, right. That dude's been banned.
No, by the way, Ron the Caddy, call right now.
No!
877-710-ESPN.
No, DeAndre, get the
I want
dumb
to talk
button.
to him. I want to talk to him.
Off the air, or you want?
No,
on the
I
air?
want to talk to him on the air.
Oh,
Is this going to be the dealer's choice?
Maybe.
No.
I'll give him the hotline right now.
Oh, no.
Can you imagine Ron the Caddy hitting up the hotline every night?
God. Every Laker
Especially
game,
after a case of
calling.
beer and a bottle of Jim Beam.
He wants to be an intern.
He's not in college. I'm pretty sure he's not in
Oh,
college.
he's definitely still matriculating.
He can host with Travis every morning if he wants.
What about DeMarco?
Nah, he sucks. Anyway,
jeez, man.
710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another three. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the 6. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club.
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
Hey kids, Uncle Artie here from Pernia Law, here to tell you about our newest partnership deal with Matt Barnes, who has deep LA roots, former Bruin and pro basketball player for both LA teams.
If you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
That's right. Call us or slip into the DM, Uncle.Artie.
Uncle Artie's not just my friend, but he's your uncle in the business. Artie Pernia is a seasoned personal injury attorney who works with you, so you receive the best possible compensation for your case. Let Uncle Artie and the Pernia Law family provide peace of mind, so you can focus on recovery and getting back to you.
If you've been injured in an accident or you're unhappy with your current injury attorney, come to Pernia Law. We take care of you like family. That's why they call me Uncle Artie.
Call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
12 minutes in front of 6 o'clock. Sedano and Kap, Bergman and Beto.
Oh, my goodness.
Time for the real deal. Last segment of the show, which will include a dealer's choice. Brought to you by Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your house? Before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. DRE pound 0196-1658.
I was going to ask you, do you have to say that?
Yeah.
No, it's interesting. All right, so what's your dealer's
I
choice,
thought instead
Beto?
of pound, it's number.
Yeah, guys, listen.
I'm just, making sure we have the correct
I'm
legalities.
tired. I want a pizza. I want to eat pepperoni off DeAndre's body.
How do you feel about that? Is this your dealer's choice?
No,
I was just kidding, DeAndre. Don't get excited. Don't get excited.
What is your
If you're a
dealer's
high
choice,
school
Beto?
kid, you should be excited. Dealer's choice is shout out to SoFi Stadium. They are doing something that's great for the community. My good friend Adolfo Romero is one of the executives over at SoFi, and they came up with the idea to have high school football games at SoFi. So last year, Warren High and Downey High got after it. And then this year, last week, it was Long Beach Poly played Mission Viejo.
No, that's two big schools.
Two big schools. And they get to play at SoFi, dressed in the same locker rooms as the pros. Charger players, if they're available, will go, or Rams players will go. It's helped out by the LA Bowl, who we're partners with, is doing a lot of work where they're funding a lot of it to offset the cost for these schools.
Very cool.
On the 18th, St. John Bosco is going to play Servite. That's a big game.
That's
in the
another
Junior League.
big game.
Yeah, big game. So these kids get to play a big game at SoFi Stadium. But the one that's really big is the East LA Classic.
Yes.
The 89th edition is going to be played October 25th at SoFi Stadium. They've done it in the past at the Coliseum. East LA College is the biggest high school football game west of the Mississippi, the 89th edition. Will.i.am's going to perform at halftime. It's going to be a huge thing for Garfield High and Roosevelt getting after it. Tickets are available for that. But one of the cool factors is, girls flag football has become a huge thing here in Southern California.
Yes, it has.
So they're going to allow and make sure that the flag football game for the females is going to get played at 6 o'clock. So the flag football game between the girls is 6 o'clock, varsity football game at 7:30. So shout out to Adolfo Romero and SoFi Stadium for doing that for the local community.
That is a super cool thing to do, and to bring in the girls' the flag football team, that's even cooler. So that's only 3 Fridays from now. That's coming up very, very quickly. So if you can get those tickets, go get them, because that's a very cool thing.
That's cool. It's just the fact that just going to SoFi, we've been there. It's cool when you walk in there.
It's a beautiful stadium.
You're a kid, you play a football game in high school there, and you look up, wow.
You never forget that moment.
Absolutely not. All right, that's the positive part.
All right, now we're going to go to something else, and I think
I was the one to invite.
This is all you,
Beto's longtime listener and friend. He's come out to a couple of our events.
No, acquaintance.
Okay, acquaintance.
He's your buddy.
He goes by the name Ron the Caddy. Now, Ron, no cursing, okay?
Keep it clean, sir.
First-time caller, long-time listener. Listen, man, the Dodgers are going to destroy the Padres tonight, man. All this negative talk all day from everyone. If I had a bobblehead that looked like Morales and we win tonight, I'd crush that thing tomorrow.
Would you kiss it? Would you kiss it first, or just crush it?
What's that?
Would you kiss the bobblehead first or crush it?
Yeah, with my butt cheeks, dude.
This is where we're going with this. We were positive here, Ron. No matter what, this show has been positive.
Oh, of course. This is the only show that was positive.
Now, Ron,
this
what do you
morning, the midday show, this and that, and then I had to listen to Cappy. I had to turn that crap off. Padres guy. That guy switched the switch quick. But
Well,
hey, guys,
he's
I gotta
been
go,
known to do
dude.
that.
My girlfriend. What happened?
He's been known to switch quick. So, Ron, what do you? It sounds like you're about to tell us what you got. What do you got tonight? Where are you watching the game? What are you going to be consuming?
Oh my goodness!
I'm going to be at home. I'm going to be consuming a copious amount of narcotics and alcohol. And, yeah, I'm going to have a good time rooting for the Dodgers.
They call it a crossfade. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, it's something like that. Hey, I got...
You just go, just that last thing. That's all. See, this is what you bring in here, Morales.
I was waiting for something, and I didn't know that was what that was going to be.
I got it.
The YouTube chat got all of it, but nobody should ever have to hear that on this station.
We're going to have to edit that out of the podcast.
I understand, Beto, why you wanted to ban him for the rest of the year. It might have to be a longer ban.
I banned him. Morales brought him in.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do that.
I mean,
of course you
did.
did. No, actually, I didn't know he would say that. I thought he'd say like the F word.
I mean, that would have been better. If you said the F word, that would have been better.
Yeah.
And for the record, there's no way that guy has a girlfriend. No way, not for free.
We should. Honestly, it's on us. We should have known that was coming as he started.
He was
and
so good.
just hung up on
Tell
him.
Marcus and Andy they're not doing a show tonight. We're just gonna do. We're gonna replay Ron for 2 hours,
just on a loop. Just that last part too.
He could be
What's going on, fellas?
He could be so good if he wasn't a degenerate.
Oh, he is beyond a degenerate from what. Wow, that was. Let's not let anybody else in right now. If you guys want to take calls later,
boys, too many calls.
No. You are not John Ireland. You can sit down. What's happening, Marcus? What's happening, Beto?
Then I just hear if he's not a degenerate, he'd be such a good guy, which I feel like applies to like 95% of the population.
No, Isn't that just normal?
So he's okay. You've seen Dazed and Confused. Actually, he is Dazed and Confused. He's Matthew McConaughey. He's kind of that guy.
It's my favorite movie.
He's also the dude. Yeah. So
okay,
Ron,
well, see, I love the Lebowski.
So he's a blend of that guy the guy who just called Ron, and if he would actually,
Mason just texted and said, "What did that guy say?"
Yeah. No, you don't need to know, Mason. You don't need to know.
If he would just behave enough, he'd be a.
And by the way, it's not
sidekick.
that guy. It's Ron the Caddy, man. We should have Ron the Caddy calling to Mason. Wake John up every day.
Oh my goodness!
See, you put me in terrible positions all the time when you say things like this, and I'm in the room.
You put him on during Sports Graffiti.
Ron the Caddy?
Yeah.
Oh, no. No. Laura, if you're listening, never put him on. So what's up, Andy? How are you feeling after
Follow
all
that.
Did you hear it in the back?
I could not hear it.
Turn Andy's mic on. I'm sure he's got great stuff to say, but turn it on anyway. Go ahead.
I could not hear in the back.
Good.
I was actually letting people a little bit behind the curtain. I was doing the editing of tomorrow's Locked On Lakers podcast.
Oh.
Available 5 days a week anywhere you get your podcast, Monday through Friday.
Is there a YouTube component?
There is a YouTube
Wow, look at that.
component.
Ron the Caddy should start a video podcast.
No.
I would watch that every day.
No, that would do well.
That would
Honestly,
do well.
that would do well. I mean, we wouldn't put it on our podcast network, but it would do well
Is
in
Ron
other
the
places.
Caddy one of your sicko friends, Beto?
Yes.
Oh, yes, very much.
He's a reluctant agreement.
He's a real listener, hardcore listener, and he actually knows sports. The dude actually knows it, but throughout the day, the more he imbibes, it just
Has he attended the Mandy's before?
No, heck no.
It's just our golf tournament because he always wins it.
Yeah,
'Cause he's a scratch golfer.
He's a he's a ringer who plays
he's
with
a
like
caddy.
McGregor's, and he has no golf gloves.
So he's the golf version of the people DeMarco tried to bring in for pickleball. Remember when he was
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
he's a ringer. So
the ringer.
Listen, I told him he had to dress up for the golf tournament because it was at Black Gold. And mind you, he works at Hillcrest Country Club. He knows how to behave most time.
When he said the word DNA, I knew we were going down
We
fast.
should have just stopped right there.
He goes to the golf tournament in a tuxedo T-shirt. That's the guy he is. He's that guy. But he's hilarious. He would be great on the YouTube component. He'd be great on Stern. He's part of the Stern.
Yeah, to Morales' point, he would have a great podcast if he actually wanted to go do it.
And watching him drink is impressive.
Oh.
Because he takes down so much, and he doesn't even budge.
Yeah.
Does he have a drink of choice? Like a
Yes.
preference?
Yeah, alcohol.
Whatever type of alcohol there is in
Whatever
front
you
of him.
got.
A Caucasian.
You know the thing like the beer mat they just pour it into a glass. That when you drink that. Oh yeah. That one's all right. We got about 30 seconds here. What do you think is going to happen? What do you get to actually be on while the game is on?
I'll stay. I
Which
go
could be
nowhere.
great or terrible,
Can you run
depending
the
on
board,
how
too?
things
Yeah,
go.
sure.
Are you going to take calls like we tried to?
We went from having a sports psychologist break down beautifully Mookie Betts to Ron the Caddy.
Ron the Caddy.
Now, you know, part
Can
of
you
this
play the DNA on the way out?
part of this show.
No.
You guys got to be in the YouTube chat for this show.
Nah.
So at ESPN Los Angeles, so you can react during the game with everybody.
Yeah.
Second screen this, so you can have Marcus and Andy doing the show while you're watching Dave
Fudge!
Roberts choke again, and it's going to be
No,
beautiful.
Dodgers are going to win.
Let's go Dodgers. Let's go blue.
That way 7 a.m. is good.
That gutless
Marcus
scumbag.
and Andy coming up next.
Don't step over my scumbag. That gutless scumbag's going to do it again, and we're going to bust that bobblehead.